This is the Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, joined by the Triple E OG Willie Mason and the bro Lukey Stowe. I've got one starting with 30-minute rounds, and this is a question for you guys. The defendants can't be the jurors, lads. What's the victim's opinion? Do you know what that comment is insinuating?
The defenders can't be
the defendants can't be the jurors, lads. I'm guessing it has something to do with the presser, right? Because we dissect.
Who are the defendants, spot?
Is it saying
in what and in what context are we talking about?
Well, that's what I'm trying to ask you. I'm trying to unpack it, and let's talk it through as a team.
I'm just trying to talk it through as well.
Is it around?
Are we talking about Dewey? Are we
Adam
talking
Dewey deciding his own fate potentially by playing in the halfback role this week?
When was it?
It was the last episode, so it's a bit of a
it's a little bit of a fucking riddle.
It's a bit of a riddle. Well, I'm trying to unpack.
Just to fuck our brains up at the start of the show. I was ready to roll into fucking
well, mate. So
13 plus. No, I'm joking.
I had 3 days to unpack this, and I still can't figure out who he means and what he means. So I'm hoping you guys can help me out with it.
The defendants can't be the jurors, lads.
What's the
obviously
distance?
The jurors they can't make a decision.
Yes,
they can't be the ones making a decision if they're defendants.
Yep.
Who are the defendants?
So the defendant would be, I'm guessing, is Adam Jury. Adam Jury. Adam Jura. And the victim would be, is the victim Javon Andrews?
The victim's opinion.
All right, 30-minute rounds. I couldn't figure it out. I was hoping the boys could help me out with it. They can't as well.
Look, he can't. He hasn't thought about it yet.
No, I know it.
I don't think it makes sense.
Did we talk about anyone in the judiciary?
Yeah, Adam Dewey. Like the decision is I think the decision is the Adam Dewey press conference about how he essentially sat out the game. They had a meeting.
And then what's the victim's opinion? I don't know.
Yeah.
Cares?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Just a bit of I always like to start with random ones to start the show.
I'm like, we could usually figure out something.
Yeah. So you're as stuck as I was.
Anyway,
I thought about this for 72 hours too. By the way,
it
consumed my whole weekend.
Straight out of my head. Comments on Thursday if you can figure that shit out.
Okay. All right.
Give it to us.
Let's get to Mace watching presses then, because I think it's alluding to the presser. I think it's alluding to the situation. And this is S-Drac 82. Don't make me watch presses because I'll see straight through these fuckers. Doesn't happen often, but an epic triple OG rant always gets the blood pumping. Mace keeps it 100, and I can't help but agree. It was great insight into the mindset required to be elite versus the attitude of pretenders. That's lived experience and completely allergic to the bullshit is what sets this potty apart. Iron sharpens iron, and unfortunately for the Tigers, they still seem to be trying to sharpen theirs with some plastic takeaway cutlery. Love that last little bit.
Yeah, I like it, mate. Yeah, I mean, when you've been around the block for a couple of times, I think, and you've been in some fucking big presses, bigger than that one, and you just got to keep it real, and you can see bullshit, and I can see it straight away. In that one, and even like you see little bits from Benji. Benji's fucking straight bat, like they played it well. Well, I can just see through this. There's a lot more bullshit happening than that. You know what I mean? So the Dewey one got me. I don't really want to go back on it. But I was just like, don't. And everybody that I've talked to who is in like very prominent positions in the NRL, in the media, they're like, fucking, what was that? Same, exactly the same. Like, same vintage as me, in their 40s, maybe early 50s. Like they're just going, you fucking, whatever I said, they're like, fucking, they wrote to me, like DM me and went, fucking about time. Because that's exactly what they want to say. But obviously, it's the beauty of our podcast and the beauty of a podcast. You sit here and dissect it. You don't have that in 2 minutes,
Can I also elaborate a touch in letting the audience know that, like, I calmed you down a bit before that as well. That was your PG version, and that's you understand. Like that, that's the funny part is when I saw the comments and everyone's like, "OG's ripping in," and was like, sometimes, especially when we got the opportunity to drive in together,
and Lukey's edited some of it
and edited it, but also
a little bit. I just said keep it all in, fucking.
But I also go to Mace. I go, at least I plant the seed sometimes for like, what about this? Is he thinking this? What about this? And we'll be talking about it before we come in.
Oh, we fucking we discuss. We don't. we barely discuss stuff like today. We barely do, but when it was that, because it's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
It's touchy for Dewey, it's touchy for the Tigers. We don't want to disrespect Benji.
Yeah.
As I said before, I said, look, I love Benji as a person. He's a friend of mine. I could actually call him a friend of mine. And I'm like, I don't want him to go through all this shit. You know what I mean? And for him to succumb to that, and knowing his standards, being coached by some of the greats with the Wayne Bennetts and everything, like Tim Sheens, they're all cut from that cloth, mate. They do not take that shit. And he's had to bend the fucking knee to the club. That's what he's done.
Could have used the three-prong attack yesterday, couldn't he?
Yeah, wouldn't mind that.
Might have been handy.
Something.
What happened there?
Attack-wise.
Jeez.
We'll get to it in a bit.
They didn't have Big Boller. He was fucking storming through the middle.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was a good try. That's a great middle try.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah. Well, he ran straight through Talon De Silva, didn't he? So let's get to Talon De Silva and the HIA, because Nalik wasn't happy with the way we discussed TDS at the end of the episode. So I'm a big fan of the show, but I think you guys were well off the mark downplaying Talon De Silva's concussion. He got absolutely punted from a few metres away by one of the biggest boots in the game in Cleary. That sort of contact is no joke. Talon De Silva looked completely out of it after the incident. We've seen similar situations before too. Jeremy Marshall-King missed multiple weeks after taking a heavy kick to the head. Now, like, as I said, go back and watch 2010 season.
Objective.
It's you can take it how you.
Well, that's kind of my view on it.
Yeah.
Yes, but and can I just
But
explain?
I don't get offended or like that.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
but
His
offended.
head's copped a couple of kicks.
Yeah.
Walk.
Nalik, you're giving me an example of Jeremy Marshall-King. Go back and see if you can find footage. I think, Lukey, we've talked about it before, so you've found footage. Jamie Soward, I lived it. Jamie Soward punted the shit out of my head with the Steeden. And it hurt, don't get me wrong. I thought it was a little bit...
Oh, so you're talking about, the kick the ball into the head.
Yes, last
Yeah,
week.
oh,
Nathan
fuck.
Cleary
Yeah,
punted the ball.
Shut up, mate.
It was a yardage kick. It went straight in the back of Talon De Silva.
Yeah.
And here's a couple of things on it, right? Go back and listen to the press for Jason Rolls. If
Rolls, you'd be laughing.
he'll give you his take on it as well. Now, if you think I'm being a little bit harsh, one, I lived it, so go back if you can find footage of
You
Jamie
cop one.
Soward, yardage kicks. What was he renowned for, Jamie
Yeah,
Soward?
fucking pump the ball.
What was his best asset?
fucking defense?
Speaking of his defence, did you see GI?
I
Yeah.
saw it, and the only reason I don't, you know how I watch footy, I watch it a little bit behind, and I fast forward through, blah 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 blah, and I saw GI on the
He was there.
he was a guest with J Dub, Jared Waharia, Hargraves, and Cronk. You know when you're a fucking legend, when you're sitting amongst legends, and they think you're a fucking level above them. Like Cooper Cronk, he could fucking go down as Hall of Fame J Dub. Fucking he is an immortal. That's where he sits in my eyes. I'm fucking very close with GI, and him and I can just sit there. I should introduce him. You'd be playing golf with him fucking 4 times a week.
Who, Greggy?
He plays on the bloody golf. He lives on the golf course.
Does he?
Yes, yeah, mate. Plays golf every day.
Oh, we're just
Don't
going to
give
go
a
to the golf day.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Camden Valley Way lives out that way somewhere. Just fucking plays golf. Sits there with the locals and that. You got an immortal sitting with the locals at this random like fucking golf club. And I've been out there. I didn't play golf with him.
Yeah.
But we sat out there and have a couple of beers with the locals, had a feed and everything like that. We're just sitting there outside, just laughing. I said, and we always just take the piss out of each other. But I'm like, you don't know how good you are, mate. He just got and he does sort of.
It's like when we had him at that Origin thing in Melbourne a few years ago when he was.
care, man.
Yeah, go to what you were saying.
That's my observation. I've never seen you, like there was banter,
Yeah.
but he started rinsing you for a little bit for about 15 minutes. And normally you just tell people to shut the fuck up. You let GI get away with
like
it.
it.
And I remember, and I was like, "Oh, there's levels to this."
Yeah, because
There's
I love GI. And
Yeah.
we just sit there and we just take the piss out of each other.
Yeah,
And he's just a good, solid, and just sitting up there, and he's got his shout out to the Goanna Academy. He does some really good things there, and he just lives. He's a quiet human, mate. He doesn't want the fanfare. He doesn't want to be seen out there. He doesn't like the media that much. He just wants his family and his and to look after that next generation of Indigenous kids. Very proud Indigenous man. You know what I mean? Very, very proud. And he's trying to do a lot of things. He does a lot of good things in the community. And I'm happy for him like that. And then, he comes every now and again, does a bit of Triple M sometimes, comes in there. They get him on Fox on Super Saturday or something like that.
Fox
Channel 9 will try and get him in there, they, because they know how much of a massive deal he is. Like, you're talking like the mid-2000s to the whole 2010s, you know what I mean? Like, the greatest I always say, you're putting him there, like, I'm putting him above Billy Slater. I'm putting him above Mark Gasnier. I'm putting him above like Minicellos, the Tedescos, anywhere. Like any back five, he's the best. He's the best back five human ever to play the game.
Yeah, respectfully to all those guys because they're all elite players.
And I'm just saying that's how highly I think of him. That's how highly other players think of him as well. You dump that man, as I always say, if you can get in the Hall of Fame or an immortal, you dump that man in any era. Can you imagine what he'd do in the 80s? And you're like, look what he looked like when they go, we didn't do weights and all that sort of shit. Yeah, neither did GI. GI never did weights. He was in 2006, Tri Nations, his first one. He did not lift a weight.
Even down in Melbourne.
No, everyone thought it was a rumour. And it was like, he don't lift weights. He'll go in there, he'll do some abs. He's like Hainesy. Hainesy, you just do glute stretches.
Yeah.
Glute stretches. Yeah. Do fuck all weights, do a couple of power lifts every now and again. That's it. Nah, in and out. Just natural born athlete.
They also, we're going a bit of a tangent.
He's the only one that could get away with it down there.
All right, I don't want to get lost because I want to go say something on Geo before, and then we'll come back to that tangent. Respectfully to those players that you mentioned, I think he's got that sort of aura. He's like Mel level.
Yeah, man.
That's the
he's above Mel.
He's
above Mel, mate. He is.
It's different. It's different.
Different eras, man.
It's different eras. Yeah,
different
it's
eras.
very hard. But like I'm just talking. I feel like there's
as a football player, he is. Mal's big and strong for that era of the late 80s, 90s. Was like a dominant big man, right? He probably playing the back row these days.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'll put him at number one. Yeah, just because he's. I've played. I was fortunate enough to play a lot of tests with him, against him in a lot of origins. It's just like, God, what is that?
Back to the other tangent. Storm. Apparently Cameron Smith wasn't a big weights dude either.
No, they weren't. They're just really strong.
I'd imagine they trained, right?
Wrestling. Yeah. Wrestling. A lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of all that shit. Like they had a trainer down there. He's crazy. But yeah, look at Cam Smith, like Rig. Wasn't like Talon De Silva's, right? Look at him. Like he's jacked. Most of these nines are pretty jacked. He's just like, it's just his genetics, I suppose. But he was strong as fuck. You ran into him before.
Yeah, fucking oath.
He wouldn't hit you. He'd tie you up like a little pretzel.
Yeah, the squeeze on the ground was elite.
Very strong through the hips.
Yeah,
like
contact didn't hurt too much, but once he got you on the ground,
trained a little bit different than everyone.
Yeah,
John Donahue is his name.
John Donahue.
John Donahue, you asshole. I love you, John. Love you, Johnny. He's still down there too.
Did you have him at Origin?
I had him at Origin,
Bowling?
And he was their wrestling coach, and he's ruthless.
Yeah. Did you hate that in Origin, having to do wrestle like that?
Yeah, everyone did. Because it was like 2008 or 2007 or something like that, and it was just like, we can play. We're right. But yeah, wrestling was a big part of the game, right? We only just got beat. They were both good series. We ended up getting beaten both, but like, yeah, the wrestling was hard. It's hard to implement. Like, you just done 14 rounds and then, or 12, 13 rounds and then an Anzac test as well, and then getting into Origin and then fucking an hour of wrestling.
Yeah,
it's a lot, mate.
Yeah,
but Belly's so respected, and Belly is this. I'm not sure if you heard this about Belly. Belly is he's back in his early days of coaching and stuff. So this is 2008. He's only been coaching for 4 or 5 years, hasn't he? So 2004 was his first year. 2003 was Belly's first year.
I confirm 100% for you. Okay, keep going.
So 2003, so 2004, 5, 6, 7. So 7 and 8 was his Origin years. So he was that far into coaching, right? And the psychology of the player. So we would be in there. So his first Origin meeting, we're all sitting there, and there was a random dude just standing there, staring at everyone.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, he's just staring at everyone. And I was just like, I was just talking to Hoffy and that. I said, "The fuck is that?"
So New South Wales was 2008 to 10, like you said.
And he started. 8 was his first year.
He started officially for Melbourne in 2003, but he had those 2 games for Brisbane with the baby Broncos. Remember?
Yeah. So 3. So it's 5th year in the game.
Yeah.
fifth year.
Yeah.
In Origin, you know what I mean? Like, we're already been in 2 grand finals and all that sort of stuff, 3 grand finals. And this guy just kept staring at us. Just staring at, and I'm talking, Belly's talking for like, half an hour, 40 minutes about like what we're going to do, everything like that.
First meeting of the campaign.
A random sort of like weird looking dude was just staring at me and then staring at everyone else and then staring at everyone else. And I was like, then after I said, who the fuck is that guy? Like Brett White was in the team and like Matty King and all these sort of blokes that were in Melbourne. He goes, that's his sports site.
Yeah.
His sports site. He's looking at us. So while Belly's talking, he had this guy looking at our reactions.
Observing your reaction.
Observing. So if Belly's saying something, if I look at the ground or looking up, going, oh, roll
disinterested.
my eyes, which you're not. And no one's like that with Belly, because Belly can hold a room, mate. Like Wayne, like you're looking eyeballs up. And I've always been taught that anyway, just fucking eyes up, right? Some people aren't like that. Some people, and it's the little subtleties, right? If Belly said something like, oh, we're going to be training this, and this, and you could just go, ugh. Something like that. Like
I got better at that with age.
Yeah.
It wasn't natural to me as a youngster.
So he goes, he's just watching you Willie, how you react. He goes, because you're one of the leaders in the team and everybody else, and and then.
Oh, so you felt him observing you more than others?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I was standing there like front and center pretty much. He's there just looking at me.
Do you think because obviously you're a leader, but also are you observing him as well? Like, are you distracted and looking at him?
So I'm looking at Belly like this and then going, what's he fucking looking at? And it's just like all the time. It's like Belly's looking at him. Belly's looking at me through like a fucking like that. And I'm like, he distracted me. But it was fun. But that's the level of coaching he went to.
Yeah.
Like, that's in Origin. He's doing that down in Melbourne.
That's nearly 20 years ago.
Yeah, he's doing that down in Melbourne. So he's got a person watching the fucking team, watching how they react to how he's speaking. That's a fucking level above everyone. That's why he's Craig Bellamy.
We've got some breaking news.
We have some breaking news, some exclusive. I saw you didn't even have it in the notes. Laurie stepped down. They announced a big sports breakfast this morning. Laurie Daly. But let's listen to what Danny Wilder has to say.
Okay. D-Dub.
Some massive breaking news around the New South Wales coaching position. We've all heard that today that Laurie Daly has stood down as the New South Wales coach, but it's my understanding that Matt King will be the new New South Wales coach as early as tomorrow. Now, I know negotiations are going on right now to finalise the deal for Matt King to be the coach of the New South Wales Blues. Quite the rise. He hasn't coached first grade yet, but everybody says he's a first grade coach in waiting. So expect Matt King to be appointed as New South Wales coach. And it'll be for 2 years, I believe, which would rule out somebody like Ivan Cleary, who's been linked strongly with the job. So Matt King, coach, no Ivan Cleary at this point. Big news out of New South Wales. Massive.
There you go. So let's firstly break down, and I reckon just congratulate Loz. At the end of the day, there was some criticisms in and around it, but it did look like he's had to go on podcasts and talk about his health recently too, and some of the reports around his health. He got the job done in his last series. That'll be him done for now. So Loz has finished as New South Wales coach. I think this is a long. People were asking questions about why it's been prolonged. Like why the decision has taken so long. I think it was identifying and finding out who they were going to go with next. Yeah. Really. So they were able to announce both at the same time.
All right, Matt
King.
I love Kingy.
Yeah.
I played with him, toured with him, and played Origin with him.
Yep.
He hasn't played, but the thing is, that's the whole criteria, right? You can't be a first grade coach.
Huge part of it.
So it would have been him. Baz would have been going through it.
Tell us about Kingy as a player. And have you heard
as a human, as a player,
as I can speak on this.
I love him.
Anyone that's Matt King that I've spoke to just loves Matt King.
If you don't like Matt King, there's something wrong with you. That's how Matt King is. That's what Matt King is. I love Matt King. I'm fucking fully into what I fully endorse Matt King.
Okay,
fully endorse it, mate. And New South Wales made the right decision there. Trent Barrett or Matt King, I would have been going with. Right, I knew those two were going at it.
Yep.
So this is a decision from New South Wales Rugby League. Obviously, Dave Trodden loves what Matt King's done, loves what his relationship with the players, right? He'd have Boyd Corner there. He'd probably still bring Brett White in and all those sort of blokes. Same sort of nucleus as they had the coaching staff.
Yep.
Because they did win, right?
They
did. At the end of the day. And so what do you do? You're going to have people come out and say, "Oh fuck, Matt King's not the right one for the job. He's not tried and tested. He hasn't played. He hasn't done first grade. Blah 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 blah."
A couple of good systems,
but Billy Slater fucking didn't coach first grade either.
Correct.
And he comes sliding in and they think he's the fucking greatest coach of all time. So Matty King could have that influence on our boys. So that's the way I'm looking at it. And if you're a New South Wales player, ex-New South Wales player, so you got to support this shit, mate. That's it.
Matty,
said and done. Matty King's got the job. Well done, Matty King. He's been around the block for a while. He's been, he's very beloved, Matt King, mate. I've known Matty King since fucking Jersey fled, like 18s.
Yeah,
and he fucked off for a couple of years and went on a little bit of a hiatus. Matty King's very
deep thinker.
Yeah, he's good. That's how we'll put it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's the coach. He's a great human. I know he's very beloved by those players. I know exactly what sort of energy he has. He's always got he's just got good energy, and he's always got something good to say. Right? There's never a negative bone in his body. Right?
I thought he handled the presses that he did really well. Remember, that was one of my suggestions. Like, because Game 3 was looked highly stressful, Game 2, and I thought Laurie was really struggling with that aspect of it. Remember, I talked about how well Boydie and both Matt King spoke in preparation, whether that be on radio or a couple of crosses they did with Fox and the 360 crew. So I think he'll handle that part of it.
I'm glad that he actually put his hand up and said, "I want to coach." Like, there's no saying that. Oh, we're just going to give it to Matty King because he was part of the squad.
Well, I believe it was, and this shows a lot of humility as well. I believe the final two. I remember speaking about this on radio a couple of years ago. It was between Matty King and Loz.
Okay,
you know what I mean. So then Loz got the job, still kept Matty King. So that shows humility from Matty King to be state first. Right, like I wanted to be the coach, but I'm not. But I can still help out as an assistant, and I also think it's a positive with the Ivan part of it as well, because
everyone just thought we'll have a break, whatever, a leap year or whatever it is, or then just fucking you just come in there and have 1 year for fill-in. What's that fill-in year? Interim. The interim shit. Nah, fuck it. Give me 2 years, Kingy.
How would that be appealing to anyone going for the job? Knowing that, all right, just give you a year because we're going to have Ivan. And again, this is like assuming and putting Ivan into that category because of what he said at the presser. But I think it'll be great for Ivan if he's done, like you think back to going all the way back to coaching at the Roosters. He's been in coaching now the Roosters, the Warriors, the Tigers, Panthers now for like 25 more years since I've been playing, because he was an assistant coach to Ricky when I was there in 2000 and straight after the grand final. 3, 4 potentially, like that early, maybe 2004. He was too. He was, yeah.
So he's been around for a minute.
Yeah, he's been around.
He retired too.
So he's pretty much gone 20 years straight. He'll get a genuine proper year off.
Yeah, good.
And if for whatever reason I'm not rooting against Matt King, but if anything goes wrong in those 2 years, you'd assume he would be the favourite $1 candidate for 2029.
Yeah. And imagine if Matty King just fucking
and if he kills it, he kills it.
Because Kingy's played he's been involved in teams, right, since the Roosters and some great clubs there. He's there every day. Assistant coaches, they do a lot of the work, the X's and O's and all that kind of stuff. Kick catching, he's a winger. He's been in the Bellamy system. He's been in all these great systems. Been coached by the best coaches, and now he gets to go. All right, it's fucking my job now. He's played for New South Wales. He won in 05. He's played. He's been on. Like, people sleep on how good Matty King was.
Oh, right. I loved him. Reece Wesser, Matty King, straight into the team.
That's a good shout.
I love it, mate. I love it. I love Matty King as a human. I'm so happy for him because he has been grinding harder than anyone. Guys like him. Our whole.
Is Casino South Coast?
Nah.
Casino is
north, isn't it?
Is it north? Is it?
Is it?
I think it's near Taree.
Sorry, mate. I just distracted you there. Go. Yeah. 45 years old from Casino, New South Wales.
Yeah, it's like mid-North Coast, isn't it?
Casino is.
Why am I thinking Casino?
No, it's inland from Lismore, heading.
Yeah, inland.
Like centre in New South Wales.
Okay,
God, the geography's been off last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's a North Sydney junior. He come down to play North Sydney Bears with the Big Ogre.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so no, it's good. Hope there's not much backlash or bullshit from this. Give him his job. You'll have to start preparing right now, don't you?
Well, at least
For next year.
at least he's not doing like a radio show like Loz. He's not doing anything. Not that I'm aware of.
He's fully
but he can
locked
be like
in.
fully locked in.
Oh
Like
no,
Billy is.
he's a proper assistant coach at the Roosters. Like he would be.
He's everything, yeah.
So he'll still be doing the Roosters gig.
Yeah, you can do like that's
Yeah,
that's a part of it.
That's it. That's because you can do. That's why Baz would have went for it, and he would have been eligible because he's assistant coach to the Bronx.
Brent Teo wasn't allowed to. Teo, not Brent Teo.
That was a little
Ben
bit different. That was a
What
little
was
bit
that?
different because Madge also had Matt Ballon in camp. He didn't want to lose all of his. He didn't want to lose
Yeah,
two
he would lose
assistants.
2 assistants. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ballon still would have been in camp with Billy next year. This year for the 2 assistants.
that's what he's saying. So he didn't want to lose 2 assistants at the Broncos
Oh,
going to
sorry,
Queensland camp.
specifically Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's where everyone at the time was a little bit like, Madge, that's a bit hypocritical. You were an assistant for Ricky at Canberra when you took both New Zealand and New South Wales jobs. And then the pushback from the Broncos camp was Kevy lost 2 assistants the year that they had their down year. And the Broncos didn't want to fall into that same
It's fucking hard. It's hard getting a good
problem.
assistant
the year after the grand final, and they still did as well. So when Kevy was assistant, who would he have lost? Was Baz an assistant there potentially?
No, he was at the Eels.
So it's Matty Ballon,
he was at the
definitely,
Eels.
but he must have lost someone else. Anyway, that was the.
That's the thing. They are important assistant coaches, but like very important. Have a look at like Cleary, like Ivan Cleary. He's had Ciro. He had Webby.
Yep.
Like, they were both first graders.
Peter Wallace.
Gardner.
Benny Gardner.
Andrew Gardner's a New Zealand Samoan coach. You know what I mean? Like they're all coming from this tree, this Ivan Cleary tree now. They've all cut. It's the Wayne Bennett tree, the Tim Sheen's tree, the Brian Smith tree. Now Ivan Cleary tree. They all can't start trickling down. And that's where I don't know. Well, Matty King and Rolsey are cut from. I think the Robbo tree.
Yeah, Robbo's got
his own
a bit of
little
a tree. Holbrook, O'Brien.
Yeah.
So O'Brien went both Roosters and Melbourne. So
I
he's
think Justin Holbrook's a really good coach. Really good.
I love the
Break
way he
that game.
speaks.
I love the way they're playing. But yeah, well done, Matty King, mate. You're a legend.
what was I going to say? Fuck. Got
No,
lost in
think
the
about
sauce. They got lost in the sauce.
He's been Rabbitohs. as well.
Oh, sorry, go.
Was he the Rabbitohs?
Matty King's been Rabbitohs 14 to 16. He joined straight after retiring.
So that's
And
under
then-
Madge.
Yeah, then Roosters 17 to present. He's been to Lebanon 2021. He was
With Checker.
Yeah,
Was he with Checker in that squad?
and Blues from
That makes sense.
He has done the like. If you're just thinking they're picking Matty King out of fucking just because he's Matty King and he's part of a system, no, he has been putting his work in, and he's waiting for the right spot, the right team, the right system to be that first grade coach, right? Because some players, I mean, some coaches, they just want to be it straight away.
Yeah.
They're not ready for it. If you ask Trent Barrett if he wanted to rush straight into the Manly job in 2016, he would have said no. He would have went, no, I need more work. I talk to Gus about coaching all the time. He goes, you need at least to be coaching like SG ball. You need to be the pathways. You need to be able to run a system, right? A whole coach, like coaches, this, and then you go to the next level. Then you go to the next level. And that's what Matty King's done, right? And he's done that. And now he's got here. So it's like, it's not a fluke that Matty King's our New South Wales head coach. Fucking good on you, mate. Remember the good times in 2005, Carbo St. Lucas?
Oh, so he's part of that game, was he?
he was part of the game.
When you laugh like that.
Rolsey was part of the game. Fuck, I told you, I taught you everything, boys. You're all right.
I tell you
You're
what,
right.
we will be firmly entrenched with head coaches in about
Hey, fuck, hey.
3 or 4
Don't
years.
you even worry about
We should
it.
do our own podcast interviewing head coaches because we've
Fucking
got
get
relationships.
on now before I fucking destroy your career.
My
Love it.
point, I remembered, and I didn't get distracted with that last little carbo
Yeah,
laugh
go
that
on.
you just had to do.
Sorry.
I know you
You
get
know
up.
the laugh.
I know you're getting up to no good when
Nah.
when you've got that laugh.
Beautiful.
He would be not $1 favourite, but I would say he would be the favourite if for whatever reason Robbo was to step down as the Roosters coach.
Big time.
And I think he would be a strong candidate for Melbourne if Bellamy decided to step down as well as a head
That'd
coach.
be a hard one.
Yeah.
Be a hard one.
That's
And
tough for anyone to step
and
into.
This is another little tangent. I can see that writing on the wall in the next 18 months. You know what I mean?
Did you see, how we're talking about Cooper and GI before and Jared on the – Cooper was he shot down the idea he doesn't think Billy will take it. No. And he actually thinks what did he say? Braith asked him – so he said a couple of years ago he would have advised Bellamy if Bellamy had asked him. Bellamy's never asked him, but if he did – like, you fucking had a great career, let's step away, enjoy your time. And he thinks now, because of the health scare that he had and that he's so rugby league, that it sort of keeps him fighting, keeps him dialed in.
Wayne Bennett factor, 75 years old.
I think that was the comp.
No, it is, mate, because because I'm tight with Wayne and, like, he goes, you boys keep me young. You boys keep me young.
Yeah.
He's hanging around with 18-year-olds. Wayne's 75, telling mad jokes, knows what's going on with memes and shit like that. I sent him all these fucking stupid things, mate, about like when Wayne, the thing that you sent me?
Yeah.
And Wayne was running the ball.
The AI one.
The AI one. I sent it to him. I said, have a look at this. He goes, oh, fucking Jesus Christ. He doesn't know what. Or I send it to Latrell, or I send shit to Latrell to show him, or I send it to one of the boys in the, or whatever the coaches are, I'll send it to, and I'll send it to Gus and all these blokes, so. That's what keeps those coaches young, mate. Like you just think about like being in a game, for like since like 87, Wayne's been around, 87, like Canberra, all the way to now. It's like fucking 40 years of your life of like living that and going through the evolution of just everything, right? And then boom, you're still here in 2026. It's beautiful, but no health scares to Wayne, right?
Yeah.
No health skills, healthy as fuck. Belly is one of the fittest fuckers as well. So that was really out of left field when I heard that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's a bit wrong because Wayne's never had health scares. That's why he just keeps on powering. But, Belly, that's the only thing that could derail that whole Melbourne system.
Let's get to the players of the month.
All right.
Players of the month. Start off with Nathan Cleary. We talked about his heroics at State of Origin. We talked about the form of the Penrith Panthers. 2 NRL games, 1 State of Origin appearance, 2 try assists, player of the match in State of Origin 3, and Wally Lewis medal winner. I know Nico Hynes had an excellent month, Mace, but
he didn't get a Wally Lewis medal.
When you're wearing the Wally Lewis medal, it just hits different, doesn't it?
Fucking just saying that. That's it. Won the Origin. Players in Origin. Fucking the end.
You know what it reminds me of?
Come and get me.
When me, you, and Bertie were sitting in the south of France and you were arguing about your stats and your career and your Origin games, and then you go, "Hey, Bertie, wear that Clive Churchill. I'm just going to go get another pint."
Speaking of Bertie, Sorry, go.
Yeah, that's it.
Speaking of Bertie, I was up in Maitland. I was up seeing Les, and it's his home ground, Pumpkin Pickers, and I was there watching the fucking. My little nephews run around for Morpeth. They played at halftime or something like that. They'd play up there. And they go, "Where's Greg Bird? Where's Greg Bird?" I said, "No." I said, "Mate, he don't give a fuck about Pumpkin Pickers anymore." I said, "I'm here, mate. Oh, don't worry about Greg Bird. I'm here. Don't worry about it." No, but he's so beloved up in Maitland there. Because I don't go to Maitland, right? I'm up in Eagleton where Les is there. I was in Dungog. You ever been to Dungog?
Dungog, no. Never even heard.
Fucking one of the most beautiful places. If you ever want, like, just say if you get to 60 or 70 and you want to retire, get out to the fucking
old church sort of
vibes. Farm. Yeah, it's one of the. I think it's the start of the Barrington Tops, the mountain range there, mate. Going into that joint, and this is a little fucking weird little
tangent.
Not tangent, but a moment in my young career. Right, I think it was 94. Right, playing for Macquarie Scorpions at Cessnock Sports Ground, and a team after us played, and they were in 2nd or 3rd division, like because it wasn't strong up there, and they were short of players, and I was playing for Macquarie Scorps, fucking minor major premiers undefeated, right?
Yeah.
They go, can anyone play for us? And I said, yeah, I'll fucking give it a crack. So I played for Dungog, right? So they give me a jersey and I just had the Macquarie shorts on and socks, and I ended up playing for Dungog. And I ended up speaking to the president or something like up there. I said, I played for fucking Dungog. He goes, what? I said, this is way before. I said, I was 13 or 14 years old. And I said, I played for your club. They said, get fucked.
If Dungog name a grandstand or a canteen after
I reckon I'm a better chance of getting a statue in Dungog than Toronto.
Toronto Scorpions.
Toronto West.
Yeah.
Got 3,048 is the population of Dungog.
Yeah, mate, beautiful town. Mate, it's one of those towns where if you wanted to get the fuck out of Sydney And it's not that far. It's like probably 3 hours north. You feel like you are in the middle of, but it's all green and lush and just, it's fucking beautiful.
A great mate of mine, Corey Norman, used to say, "Disconnect to reconnect."
Oh, yeah, that's why what I always do, because we had a lot. I always say that's one of mine as well. I disconnect.
You're the OG of that. Triple
to
OG.
reconnect, right? Because I got to go out.
Turn the phones off.
No
coverage.
Les is on 32 acres up there, mate.
No Wi-Fi.
We chop trees down and fucking get back to that primitive shit. Fucking getting our boys to chop trees, fucking splitting wood, all that kind of stuff. Mongrel Boots comes in handy. Telling you,
love that.
That's just not even a plug. But I'm always
no sponsor
that.
this week. It's on next week. But
Doesn't matter. But we take the boys up there and cook some good food, and it was just good. And then watching the little fellas play, that's the best. Like that fills my cup. You know what I mean? None of all this. This Levels does. Nothing else does. Levels going up there, hanging out with family, and just watching those little fellas run around.
That's awesome.
So that was that was then my little tangent. Get us. What am I doing in Maitland? Because they were playing here.
Do you know Birdie still for fantasy? We've met myself and Birdie and the crew have been playing NFL fantasy for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And we've had 3 or 4 different leagues. And Birdie's name for every team that he's had has always been Maitland Pumpkin Pickers.
Yeah.
That's his team name.
There.
Yeah. So he is rock solid.
They dominate up there.
He doesn't visit as much anymore, but he is rock solid.
No. He's solid as hell.
All right, let's get to Sahara Tamara, and she had an unbelievable start to the season as well. 4 games, 5 try assists, 7 line break assists, and an average of 88 running metres. So she beat out pretty good contenders in Tegan Levi and Tamika. Yeah.
Big Meeks.
Yeah, so Sahara Tamara, congratulations. Just watching myself and Lukey were discussing this. Lukey and I, or myself and Lukey?
Lukey and I.
Lukey and I were discussing the NRLW and how cool it looks, because the game's thriving at the moment, but the crowds don't reflect that. No. The numbers do. The eyeballs do, right, for Origin and games. But the crowds are just struggling a little bit, and that is – there's a number of factors that go into it. A huge part of it is they start their season whilst we are in the NRL season. It's just too much rugby league to consume. But our producer at SEN, Gibbo, brought up a decent take on it. They should have multiple magic rounds, maybe like 3 or 4 throughout the NRLW season.
Yeah, take it little
just
tour.
go to these regional towns like Wagga Wagga. They get the girls. Like logistically, it could be difficult.
Be easy
with the stadiums, how the stadiums pay for games, all that sort of stuff.
Shit. Like you got to go to Tamworth, probably
buses, accommodation. So there are logistics,
accommodation. Yeah, sorry.
Yep. So there's a number of factors that factor into multiple magic rounds. But I was just thinking about it as well because and the reason I'm across this, Lukey, because you've been doing stuff with the No Limit guys and the Koori Knockout. And Koori Knockout becomes so popular with so many people attending the Koori Knockout that towns actually pay a lot of money because of the tourism that
100% they do
brings it to.
That's why I also where's Georgie Rose from?
Walgett.
Yeah, they're good. It's been it means a lot.
Was it in Tamworth last year?
It was in Tamworth
last year. That's why it's such a big deal. Like just say if Tamworth get it, it brings millions in. Millions, right? So like that's a good shout that. Like if you get to one of those country towns that can hold like, how many women teams are there?
12.
10 or 11.
12 now?
Yeah, you just got to pick the right city. Yeah. And I reckon it could be done quite easily. And I reckon it'd be a good shout because you're bringing a lot of money in, a lot of revenue into the cities and everything like that. So they
12,
They would have had in the crowd. Was it at Wagga Wagga or am I thinking? Yeah, it was Wagga. It was Wagga.
Yeah.
They would have had about 5,000 to 6,000-7,000 there for both days.
Yeah, Wagga's a big town, man. It's a city. It's 70,000 plus.
So there you go. There's a little.
No, that's a good idea, but
that's just throwing it out there. I'm always trying to improve the NRLW product. So let's get to the NRL product and how do we improve the Cowboys, Mace?
Shit,
I don't have many notes for this, honestly.
I haven't seen anything like that. I did not expect this ever in the NRL game today. In today's game, like not 80s.
It's like an 80-year
Since
record.
1935.
Yeah.
So, Dogs got beat by St George 90 to fucking 4 or something.
Is it really? Is that how far it goes back?
Yeah.
Did you look at that game?
It came up on the screen at the end.
Oh, did it?
No,
I missed that
I
part.
just know that was the biggest defeat because I think St George was the shit back then, and the Dogs just come into the comp and they just got pumped by 90, got into the 90s, 90 to 4 or something really bad. But wasn't fucking 2026.
Yep.
With a team like the Cowboys who are trying to get top 8, top 4 aspirations. Jesus.
So there's less
There's
to discuss about the actual game, in my opinion, and it's difficult for both coaches because I just want to talk more about the psyche. Because we were discussing the game on Friday when you can't really dissect takes, misses, even though there were a couple of really bad ones. Like it's more to do with the mindset for both teams moving forward. But let's just give Sammy Walker a shout out. 36 points, 3 tries, 4 try assists, 13 from 14 with the boot. And I just want to talk about halfway through last week, we were talking about contract negotiations with Sam Walker and the Roosters. It was reported 5 years, $1.3 million. Do you think his price had risen after Thursdays, or is that about right?
That's about right.
Where are you at with Sammy Walker?
He's about there. Yeah, like $1 million. You know, like that was a great game. The fucking Cowboys are disgraceful. He's a good young future player, but he needs to get a few more caps under his belt, representative wise, like Australia wise. You know, like he's nowhere near knocking off Cleary, and the next one in front of that's Dearden. Right? And then it's Sam Walker.
All right, so there's so many levels to that conversation.
But in this world now with the salary cap and all that sort of shit going up, he's worth 1.3.
All right, 1.3. 24 years old, 6 full seasons in the NRL. Close to the Wally Lewis medal if Queensland had won. I think it's between him and Selwyn for the Wally Lewis medal for Queensland. Anyone out? Like, that's just a hypothetical, but yeah, that's my opinion on that. 5 years, 1.3. There were reports from the Roosters, say just before the Origin series started, that they were, and this is not to say that this is true or not, but there was hesitancy around Sammy and re-signing him. Then he has an incredible Origin series, an incredible game 1, a really good game 2, and then had the concussion in game 3. He's got this in the bag. Like, he's clearly got this in the bag.
Yeah.
So it makes...
He's clearly an outstanding... Like, he's a top 10 7, right? Where would you rank him, but you got Cleary?
So here's the part. This is where this conversation and where you're about to go with this. There have been links and conversations and media speculation around both Nathan and Tommy Dearden. Apparently, Tommy Dearden's supposed to be having a press conference today.
To shut the noise, you think?
Either, who knows?
What's his missus? That's the one that she's making.
Where's she
quotes
from?
Out of her. She's from Sydney.
Yeah. So all these rumours started around the partner's family, the partner not wanting to, a fiance now. The fiance, they've got a baby on the way and wanting to raise the baby in Sydney compared to Townsville. So that has been a big part of...
How does that get out? Like, she's getting quoted in media.
She's fucking obviously said it.
Yeah, I know, but like...
Not obviously. No? You know.
Well, how does he do it? Like, it's like, was she here?
I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah, what I read.
No, not...
I can misquote everything.
Yeah.
Turn it into fucking...
Like, she's obviously not having interviews anywhere, right? Like, people were reporting on word of mouth from family members and stuff.
I hate that. And
so,
they turn
like,
it into fucking like
exactly.
To the point where he has to do a press conference.
Well, I'm assuming then if it's a press conference, I don't think you'd do a press conference to say...
I'm staying in North Queensland.
No, I think he would do that to stay in North Queensland.
Yeah. Well, shut the noise. How many years is he there for?
I don't think Tommy Dearden is the sort of player, and it would be in the Cowboys' best interest for him to have a press conference to say, I'm going to go to November 1 and test the market.
It's not like you're raising your kids in fucking third world country. It's Townsville. It's a nice place.
Who's to say that's even true? So I didn't even want to delve into that.
But that's just what's
that's rumoured by articles and fucking social media. So just remove ourselves from that.
Surely it wouldn't come to that.
To my point, circle back to the Tommy Dearden and Nathan Cleary conversation. there has been noise in and around those two players. Both of those two guys have been linked with relationship rumours, haven't they? Nathan Cleary, it's weird. Nathan Cleary and Tommy Dearden have had their own different versions.
Control your fucking misses, guys. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if it's that. It's more so the rumours for other people around.
People just love putting words in their mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Who's to say they're saying anything?
I honestly think the partners don't give a fuck. It's just a good story.
Yeah.
Anyway, so ranking, if you would just say in the perfect world, it's November 1 and all three are still available, that's where I'm getting to. Nathan Cleary, Tom Dearden, and Sam Walker have not re-signed at their clubs. You are Lukey's man, Michael Shamus. What would be your 1, 2, 3?
Cleary, Dearden, Sam Walker.
Lukey?
I think I'd go the same.
I'd go the same too.
Yeah. I think he's still he's played played one decent Origin game.
2.
Yeah.
He was awesome game 2.
Was he good in game 2?
We got the player of the match.
Fucking flogged us. Yeah, geez, sorry.
Got the player of the match.
Yeah, 2. I mean,
I don't think he deserved player of the match, but he
not-
wasn't. He had 2 decent games.
definitely belongs in that arena, but he's going to be suffered by that fucking little fella up in North Queensland because he's a proper Origin player. Like he's that guy.
Or his future teammate.
Well, you think they team up together? You think the Roosters can get both of them?
Well, like where else would he go down here?
Tigers?
Roosters ain't got that much money in the cap. No, fuck, they stay where they're staying, man. I reckon the Roosters, they're silly if they let Sam Walker go and even try and chase anyone else. It's up to Sam Walker if he wants to go. Sam Walker's in a very powerful position right now. He's proven everyone wrong. He can handle Origin, right? He'll be going toe to toe with with Dearden for that spot for 10 years, right? Until just say six years, right? Then the next young kids will be chasing them. But the money, I don't think it really fazed because I know the salary cap is going up. Like it's not 2005. Like 1.3 mil is massive there. This is like average money for a good half, for a top 5 half, top 10 half.
You're
getting over a mil easy.
Every player and agent that's worth anything will be negotiating a rise with the contract for their
Big
players.
time. It's all ratchet clauses there.
I heard you talking about on SEN, Wayne Bennett had some comments and you were sort of not empathising with him, but sort of saying how frustrating it would be.
Oh, yeah. So did you see Wayne? I might get your reaction on this. You might have missed it. Did you see Wayne talking about the unfairness of the salary cap and competition?
Yeah.
Do you want to get it?
What was it from a press conference?
It was from a presser, and it was from Dave Riccio.
Post game?
Do we follow Dave Riccio on Instagram?
Lukey would.
I should do.
The doctor.
Lukey would.
I like the doctor. You don't like the doctor. What's your beef with the doctor?
I don't have any beef with him.
Yeah,
I know you don't like him. Yeah, I was talking to Matty about this. Why you find it too? So Matty's asking me a question. Because we get Matty on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I do SEN, and Reedy was discussing his. You saw that, yeah, right?
He tagged me, and I was
yeah.
that was years ago.
I know. So Matty goes. He goes, well, Mace, because Matty asks questions he already knows the answer to. So he goes, what's it like? What's Mace with so-and-so or talking about journos or something? And I said, Matty, the funniest part, and I've mentioned this to you before, is like whenever I run into journos at games doing my commentary for SEN, I always feel an unease from them, like because they associate me. Am I guilty by association with Mace? And they think I hate them. And then I'll always go up to them, shake their hands, and go, how you going, lads? And I know he doesn't have some of the disdain that he expresses on this podcast with journos. But I think for the most part, like sometimes their heads just do you in. Like you just don't like.
I just don't like them when they comment on like play. Yeah, when they're talking shape and then they're talking like Origin. Their performances. Don't. Just report on the game. They're good reporters, right? Reedy's a good reporter. Fucking all those blokes. Like Buzz is a good reporter when you're talking about shit like Kenty and that. But when you step into our world, just ease up because no one gives a fuck about what you're saying, right?
Did you see the clip that Reedy talking about you on?
Yeah, I fucking hammered him. Yeah,
back in the day.
And then
how did you get that article too? By the way,
I was in South France somewhere.
Did someone send it?
This is when I was on Twitter.
But this is was it Twitter?
It was on Twitter.
Twitter was still there.
This is barbarians talk. This is the south of France fucking ages
gotcha.
ago. Yeah, and I was just fucking, I spent on the piss or something, mate.
So the way he explained it, I thought it was pre-social media and you got someone sent you a clipping, like as in took a picture.
No. It was Twitter. Twitter was out before Instagram.
Gotcha. And you were the OG of Twitter back in the day, hey?
Fucking boom, hit him with like everything for fucking, and then like, so I see, because I don't take things personal, right? Like, he's having his fucking little crap. Shut up, mate. I've just banged straight back at you.
I've got the Wayne.
Here we go. Here's the Wayne presser.
Look at him. Looks good in fucking Myrtle and Green. Not Myrtle and Green.
Isn't it Myrtle?
Is it
Wayne, there's a lot of debate around PNG and the tax breaks that they're getting and whether it's a level playing field as far as the cap is concerned.
Well,
Your insight?
you're a pretty bright guy. You have to ask me whether it's a level playing field or not. How can one want get a tax exemption and everybody else in the competition? I'll tell you what really pleased me about it is that we've had clubs lose competitions, we've had clubs lose points over salary cap breaches. Okay, and that's how strictly they value the salary cap, and they realise it's the thing that's given us the game we've got today, because each club has the same amount of money to spend, and all of a sudden you've got a team that has a different salary cap. That's just not right.
Have you spoken about
Yeah, I have. I've said it before publicly, and I keep saying it. It's just not right. It's not fair. It's not right. In my time, we brought Canberra Raiders in, Broncos, Gold Coast, Newcastle, Cowboys, Warriors, Dolphins, all into the competition. Every one of them had to come in on the same rules as everybody else. No exemptions whatsoever.
Were you consulted when the club agreed to the stipulations and took
I'm not an administrator, I'm a coach, so I'm not at the meeting. As I said, I'm totally opposed to it. It's just not fair. As simple as that. And we talk about the fairness of our competition because we've all got the same salary cap and all the same opportunities. But that's way out of what we should be and what we should be practicing.
How tough is it going to be in recruitment to retain your players?
It's going to be really tough. Got a guy going to get no tax, doubles his salary virtually. It's huge. And we're going to ask the West Tigers their situation. That's a top player. I don't think he would have gone in if he didn't get that deal. And I'm pleased with the deal he got. And it's not his fault. It's the rules of the game right now. It's just unfair. And you've got Perth down the road starting off, and they've got no exemptions at all. Again, where's that all going?
It's gone
So
too
if you're
far.
Perth and you're Chiefs and you're negotiating with a player, both clubs, it's pretty easy decision which one you're going to take.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you
strong
some
words
context.
by a giant of the game, right?
Around why Lukey asked that question, and it ties into what we're talking about now. And my take on SEN was a realisation from not only Wayne, and maybe Wayne had these thoughts even before everyone else did, but I think it was highlighted.
A lot of coaches would have. Yeah.
It was highlighted. See, this is. I don't know for certain. My point was, I'll get to my point, and then you can have your take on it. Like pre-Jerome Luai, all of the clubs were given a $4 million or $5 million grant, which they happily accepted.
Yep.
They probably didn't envision that the tax-free money was going to be as big of a draw card as it is looking like it is panning out to be.
Yep.
And I know he's been asked that question, Wayne, so he's got to answer it. And Wayne will just answer it as honest as he is anyway. As whatever his feelings are, he's happy to answer any questions. But similar to, for context, we've been talking about Tommy Dearden, Nathan Cleary, Sam Walker. They're all priority signings for their club. They would be the priority elite players for all three of their clubs. And I think there is a hesitation, and this would be my advice as well if I was a play agent or even a player just being able to rationalise what's going on, is why would you sign before November 1 for the following year?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Right?
I think you're going with 1 year's wait, and you could get
double, potentially,
Yeah.
at PNG, or
One of those guys wait and then go, all right, fucking, I'm going to go to New Guinea. You're going to get 1.5, like fucking need 2 million.
So what you do by waiting as well, and this is where the frustration I think is coming from Wayne now, because he would have a number of players that ideally in the perfect world he would like to have re-signed by now. But with the appeal of PNG, you would be, if I was an agent, you would be advising your players currently to sit to November 1. Even if you had no intentions of going to Papua New Guinea, you can raise your price by 25%, 30%. Like, if you were a premier player, your number could go from, say, $1 million a season at whatever club you're at to 1.3, 1.4, with the appeal of going, you know what? I'm only getting 900, 800,000 at Papua New Guinea, but it's tax-free. So that ends up being 300,000 more per season.
So I don't know if this is accurate, but there's 17. Is that fair for South? Remember there was that year?
Yeah.
Is that about right? 17 players potentially?
Off contract?
Yeah, November 1.
There's a part of it where there was reports from the South Sydney side that they're also holding off, and it's a lot to do with the injuries that they've had over the last 3 years.
Right.
So it goes both ways.
Yeah.
At South Sydney.
Yeah, deliberate decision to freeze contract negotiation until the season concludes.
They're trying to figure out like what their best roster looks like moving forward.
Wayne's smart, mate. Like he knows. He's a coach. He wants to win. He wants the best players out there and available, and not getting a team getting tax exemptions and then getting your player, right? That's how you are. Like if you're running a team, you're saying exactly like Wayne's saying, right? He's only speaking truths, but like he understands like how can they compete, right? When the money is tax free, you can't compete. Is it unfair? Fucking oath, it's unfair. But everybody's signed off on this.
The administrators.
That's exactly what he's saying. I'm not in those meetings. So the coaches and the players and the club, they're the ones who suffer, right? And then the guys who sell off on these things who've got 4 or 5 mil each. I don't know where that goes, but it doesn't go to the coaches or the players or anything like that. It just goes to the club with infrastructure or grassroots, whatever the fuck you want to do with it. But it doesn't benefit the club, right? So he's all about benefiting.
Doesn't benefit the team.
Doesn't benefit the team.
Doesn't benefit the roster.
Guess what benefits the team? Winning, better players, all that kind of stuff, you know? So he's going, is it unfair? Fucking over, it's unfair, right? The way that it's structured. But these owners and these people that were involved in this whole deal, because it's bigger than just the NRL. It's the whole Pacific. It's everything, right? $600 million they got divvied up, putting into the community in I'm not sure how much is going into the Pacific game, all that kind of stuff. It's bigger than just...
Shama said a fair bit.
Yeah. Shama said, he explained to us, he said a lot of money is going back. And they didn't have to go tax-free, right? The Prime Minister said when we sat next to him, right? They just wanted to. They still have to. They're losing money as a country. They should be... He goes, we could tax all these players if they're on 1.5 million. We'd love to tax them, but we're not because we want these players there.
250 mil directly carved out to grow the sport in Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, and Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, so there's a lot of benefits for this game, but I can see it from Wayne Bennett's perspective, right? You're fucking losing players, and you're like, you can get a play for like 600, and he's getting paid. He's going to get offered 550 untaxed. He's going to New Guinea. He could be an average player, could be above average player, all these sort of guys. So obviously the average player is going to get 500,000 now, right? With the cap. He's a decent top 30 starter in the game. You're probably worth $500,000 right now. And then if you're worth $500,000 in Papua New Guinea for 2 years, that's a lot more money. So it's like, I understand totally from Wayne's perspective. Of course he's going to say that. I'd be fucking disappointed if Wayne didn't say it. Of course it's unfair. It's unfair because he come through, have a look. When he was in there, 87, Canberra come through. Like all these new teams, Gold Coast, like Cowboys, he's been through everything. All the same salary cap. Right now, all of a sudden, the Chiefs come in, boom, no salary cap. No salary cap, tax. No tax. Of course, it's unfair in his eyes, his perspective. This guy's 75 years old, right? So
let's talk about the NFL.
I expect that answer from Wayne.
Let's talk about
I'd be disappointed if he didn't.
There's different tax brackets in the US depending on which state you live in.
Income tax, Florida,
right?
Texas.
Do you think if the NRL had their time back now because they needed to give some sort of exemption to Papua New Guinea, no one was going to move to Papua New Guinea for as great of a time as we had there in 24 hours? Be realistic. No one was going to go to PNG if they had the same salary cap. Do you think even, say, taxing them only 20 cents to the dollar compared to completely off? Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
like
that still would have been
trying to find middle ground
That
on
still
it.
would
Do
have
you
been
think
enticing.
if they're looking back now on their time and going, all right, it won't be completely tax free, but you won't be getting taxed.
You're talking the NRL?
The government,
for that deal?
the NRL,
Yeah, going and with this deal, with the
agreement between the NRL, the PNG government, and the Australian government maybe coming up with a middle ground of going, rather than getting taxed for the bracket that they're in currently, 45 cents to the dollar, like we do here in Australia for income tax, maybe it's 20 cents to the dollar. So it's still it would be a salary cap and a half, basically.
They should have really thought about it. But they didn't because they saw this.
Do you still think that would be appealing? So if you are, like and now Jerome Luai situation reported that he's on a mill. He had a mill. He signs at what's the name? The Tigers. He's at the Tigers for 1.2, but he signs for PNG for 1.2, and that ends up equating to, rather than roughly 2 million, it ends up being 1.6. Do you think he makes a decision to go?
Well, it'll be hard.
1.6?
It won't be as easy a decision. You know, you're sitting back going, you're weighing up living, you're weighing up all this other stuff, the traveling, logistics, all that sort of shit, family, blah, blah. There's a lot to weigh in. But when you're talking straight up, fucking cold hard cash, 1.2 is mine.
That's a no-brainer.
Get fucked, I'm out, right? You're not even thinking about it. And then you're going to have, and Wayne's going through this now. There's 17 players under off contract at that year, right? They'll be like if you're a decent player, you played over 150 games, played a couple of origins here and there, or you're at the back end of their career. It doesn't matter. It's that. It's because of everybody's getting squeezed so hard right now in today's economy, in Australia's economy. It's fucked.
Yeah.
Right? Do your deep dive on that shit, right? And then you'll understand why these players are going to go.
It's huge, mate.
It's
right now.
massive.
The cost of living right now.
We're
all feeling the pinch.
It ain't the fuck. Yeah, we're all feeling it. It ain't the 80s. It ain't the 90s. It ain't the 2000s, mate. All right, you can buy a house in Maroubra for fucking 800,000 in 2002. Try get one for less than $4 million now. Right, so it's everyone's struggling. So like when you're in the position now where a football player has only got a max probably 1 or 2 deals, the elite have about 3 or 4 deals,
5 to
10 years. You know what I mean? You've got to earn as much money as you can and be smart with it so you can set yourself up for the rest of your life, right? We're not like apprentice bricklayers where your longevity and your earning capacity is for 40 to 50 years. We're talking like the elite get about 10 years of fucking good money, 10 to 15. Yeah, that's 1%.
That's the elite.
That's the elite of the elite. All the rest probably get about 3 to 4 years of decent money.
Yeah.
You know, and then you try and do that. Try and do something with that, right? And most don't. Most don't. That's hence why they struggle after football. So like when you have a situation like this, and you're like, fuck, I'm from nothing. I got fucking, I've got an opportunity here to earn 700,000 instead of 700,000 in Australia. When I'm getting taxed, fuck, they're 350 coming home. Probably going to take home 300. When I'm going 700 here, I'm taking home 700. You know what I mean? Like that's my money. I can invest there. I can do whatever I want. I can buy a house. All this sort of shit. So that's all the things that you understand the demographic and the socioeconomic sort of players that are playing our game. We're not from money. None of us are from money. Barely. Right? There's a lot
majority
of
working class.
Majority of working class.
Blue
Majority from out west. Majority of country Queensland. Majority of country New South Wales. No one's born with a silver spoon in their mouth. So when they get this opportunity, they fucking take it. Right? Yeah. If I was 28 years old and this thing come along, like if I'm Jerome Luai, I'm like, fuck, see you later.
Yeah, Wayne had no issues with Jerome taking.
Wayne has no issue with Wayne has an issue with the.
It's a league problem.
The
NRL.
Yeah, with the NRL.
Yeah,
how it got fucking divvied up, and in between that, and not to the actual playing.
He's got to be
rosters.
filthy at the administrators as well.
Filthy at the administrators, mate. They don't know. They should be running. I understand.
It's all
totally from
hindsight
Wayne.
too.
It's all. It is.
They still
mate.
did, they still must have they still mustn't have taken it seriously enough to go $5 million tax free. What's that? Some of these players 500. They didn't factor it
No,
in.
no.
They probably thought, you know what?
They factored in.
They're still not going to want to go and live
They
over there.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
That's what they factored in.
Yeah.
No one wants to live in New Guinea.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah.
It's fucking livable.
Yeah.
And you're in a compound. All you have to do is play football, right? You're an hour away from fucking Cairns if you want. If your missus wants to go home, fucking see you later. Go. You know what I mean? Like you got all these things. You're not living in fucking England, in the north of England, when you're like, fuck, I'm homesick. Man, we'll get on a 36-hour fucking transit. No. You just get on a plane, come straight down to Cairns to Brisbane, whatever. You're home. You're home within a day, right? So it's very livable, and they didn't fucking put all that. They didn't put all that into fucking this little bow. They just went, okay, we'll just take your money, 600,000, fuck tax free, whatever. No one's going to fucking live there anyway. Then 250 to the Pacific, which is great, and then that's how it worked out. Now you're in this little debacle. You can't do shit about it. You're going to fucking lose some class players. Good. I'm happy for the Chiefs. I'm fucking happy for the Chiefs. I want them to go. I hope they win a comp in 2 or 3 years. It'd be fucking amazing. Warriors win it this year. No, Bulldogs. Then the Warriors next year.
Too late.
And then
Too late. Keep that in. Let's keep that in.
But it's good for the game. Good for the game. I
Yeah.
just really like to see it. But like I know Wayne, mate, he's old school, mate. That's an old school fucking giant, right? He's the king of the game, sitting like fucking King Kong, looking at fucking down. Look at the angle when he was sitting. He looked 8 foot tall.
That's just little.
They're looking down on
He's
you.
looking down at a fucking little iPhone. Not like Danny Widler, but how was the phone here?
Danny's like,
Danny's like,
what was that, Wayne?
Danny's
that?
looking at himself doing
What do you
selfies.
what do you think of PNG, Wayne?
What do you reckon?
Is,
What do you
this-
reckon, Hoz?
is it unfair, Wayne?
Hoz,
Is it
what do you
unfair?
reckon? Hey Wayne, what do you think about those PNG blokes taking your money, mate?
Did
and
you
your
see?
players?
Did you see when the Hello Sports boys had him on? They positioned the camera. So when they were asking questions, he was in the camera. It was so good.
Exclusive is a massive fan of the show. When
Yeah.
we get our studio and shit, we start getting guests.
Yeah,
We've
let's
got to
get
get
him.
exclusive
Yeah.
on.
Let's get him in.
Just don't tell any stories from the 2000s.
Speaking of Hello's Sport, the boys had Brayley on the weekend. That was
Yeah,
a good yard.
that
I
looked
watched
fun.
a bit of that.
Hey, young Brayley from Cronulla.
Yeah.
Fucking killing it.
He seemed like a champion on the
Yeah,
Ashes
yeah.
tour, didn't he?
Yeah, he was good value.
Fuck. I still feel bad.
All right. What a tangent. The Roosters 82, Cowboys
Anyway,
12.
fucking
Started
terrible
off with Sam
Cowboys.
Walker.
Get your shit together. I thought
Started
you were
off
gonna-
on Sam Walker, what, about
Yeah,
20,
no matter,
25
At
minutes ago?
104 and we're at 131.
Anyway, what the fuck happened to the Cowboys? Is it a ridiculous Roosters that just hit fire so fucking hot, or did Cowboys just not turn up?
So did you see the stat that was provided? Like, did we discuss this on the potty? Did me and you discuss this as well, Lukey? No. Anyway, the Cowboys are now 0-10 after beating the Broncos.
No one, Paddy.
Yeah, did you see that one? Did you see the content from the Raiders?
Yes,
Owen Paddy with the St Kilda. That was really good content too, by the way. They're 0-10. Let me just give you this stat again. Whenever they play the Broncos in their history and they beat the Broncos, they are 0-10 the following week.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it's like the
So
swings too
much. It's like coming from an Origin game. It's the fucking hype of that game, and they fucking
Emptied the tank.
fully front loaded into that. Yeah, okay, it makes sense, but not
that bad,
82.
How do you watch that last week?
Does Todd Payton go through the video today to really just fucking rub it in, or just you just get it out?
There you go. That was going to be my question to you. What would you
I don't
do?
want it, mate.
What would you want as a
if
leader?
I'm a senior player, right? If I'm Taumalolo,
Just that, JT, your JT.
JT comes up and just goes, "What are we doing, coach?"
On, say, the game was on Thursday. Would you, if you had just Todd Payton calls you on Friday, you were supposed to have the weekend off. Video was supposed to be on Monday. And Toddy goes, what do we, JT, what
Give the boys a weekend off.
you would scrap it. Nothing. Don't want to watch anything.
He said that. I think he said
That's not-
Monday
he
did
when
say
we
that.
come back.
That's not us. That's not us.
Yeah.
That's not us. We get on Monday. We're a whole new team.
Okay.
Yeah, and then,
Watch the video?
and then no, we've done video. No, nothing.
No.
Nothing. And then just fucking scrap it, get in there, and just concentrate on whoever they're playing this week. That's it. That's all you got to do. You can't get any positives out of that game.
They play
Nothing but negatives.
Thursday versus the Cowboys. Versus Titans.
Yeah.
The
fucking
Sharks.
Pump the Titans.
The Sharks and the Cowboys, out of all the top 8 teams, have the best draw. Not to say that they win all those games, but they've got the best draw. And that was a real psychological fucking headache for Todd Payton and the Cowboys. Here's another one again in the psyche. This is a question that was asked to me on Friday as well, and I think it's a great question. What do you do if you're the Roosters for video on that?
Yeah, you just show all your tries. Maybe he'd be picking out defenses, like how we started the game, how we broke them, just little things like that. Wouldn't be all your tries and highlights. No highlights. It'd be execution and how we sort of broke the Cowboys.
Is there an argument to wipe it as well?
Yeah, you wouldn't be showing too much. Not too much. Robbo's too smart for that. Confidence is confidence, right?
Yeah.
They've got a confident team there. They know they can put points on. And everyone was struggling. Everyone was saying, like, you're struggling to put points on. You can't put teams away. You can't do that. Yeah, we can. Right? So
The Rob Toya try is the biggest indication or the argument for me not showing anything to any of the Roosters players, because they would have saw clips on social media anyway. Yeah. Their social media team would have posted stuff.
Well, they would have saw everything that they done, which was awesome.
Right? Well, you could with a huge clash coming to get up against your Dogs this weekend. So Friday night is going to be excellent too, by the way. Unreal. Here's a preview. I'm calling the game SEN. Sync it up to
I'll be there. I'm going.
Panthers versus Bulldogs. Panthers versus Wars.
Yeah.
Over in New Zealand, 6 p.m, followed by the Bulldogs versus the Roosters.
Fucking oath.
The best Friday night of the year.
Friday night of the year so far.
All right, so my question to you is, there is no way the Bulldogs will defend the way that the Cowboys defended in that game. Rob Toya went through untouched off a scrum play.
I can't believe that.
And Zach Labert and I think it was Clifford on that edge, or no, Purdue was on that edge.
Go to get Purdue.
Neither of them got within a couple of meters of him. So the argument for me, and I think it's a great question from a listener that I had on SEN, is I would not show a lick of video from that game. If I was the Roosters.
It was so
you're not going to get that from Bulldogs.
It was so bad that especially that try. That was a real. I just went, what the fuck is going on here? What was Labor doing? Where was? Who do you think was running the ball? The bloke that was in front of you.
It was a 2-on-2.
It was 2-on-2. He just ran a mad. Like I was like, that's under 10s.
It wasn't a mad line. It was a hit up.
Just ran the ball straight.
It was a hit up off the scrum.
Yeah, straight that way. And no one wanted to come from there or there. And he just went, I'm just going to keep running. Try. It was like under 10.
Even though it's inexcusable, wide spaces, I'd assume that he's got caught in the chair labor and he's expecting Rob Toy to catch him on the outside, and then he just runs a nice down line, but still
he was fucking
unacceptable.
Mate, you put me in that fucking position right now, I reckon I could touch Toya.
Yeah, you could touch it.
I would fucking hit his leg. Just fucking
grab a tag. Do you reckon you could grab an Oz tag off him?
I'll hit him high. But it was like, you got to at least get your shoulder near him. If Toya's gotten better and better and better and better. He's going to be a free player.
Toya's a gun.
Is he Samoan or Tongan?
Tongan.
Oh, fuck yeah. We're winning. Oh, no. So can both. Don't worry about it. Roosters won't even care. They've seen all their tries.
Wipe it.
Yeah, they'll show a couple of defensive sets that really fucking hammered the Cowboys, right? How they handled Taumalolo, how they handled a couple of their big boys, Nanai, all these guys, Taulungi, like all these guys that were on fire the week before. But I understand, man, like coming from that game last week.
And the Penrith game.
But I don't, but it's the 82. I've never seen it before, boys. It's not good. It's not good. It's not a good side of it's the wrong side of history to be on.
And here's another part as well. So Matty said this on the couch last night, talking about statistically, James Tedesco had the best game of anyone in the competition all year. Statistically, I don't know how they factored all that in. Maybe it's one of those weird sort of analytics things that they put together. Average per carry, whatever it may be. And he didn't play the second half, so it could have quite easily been 100. It could have been 100.
He did 10. We would have got a good 10.
Imagine if it was 100.
Far out.
I was looking at that.
Do you think we're going to see 100 in the next couple of years with the rule changes?
Nah, not if they change the kickoff rule.
They are. And they're trialing that too. Perfect timing for that.
Parramatta
If this game...
Oh, the last 6 rounds or 5 rounds, isn't it?
Eels, Dragons.
If you can't do the...
Are we putting on the hats?
Go on.
Get your tinny on.
Are we putting on the hats right now?
Mine's on.
This only just come to me then when you said it. it was announced throughout the week that they're going to be trialling.
This is not good.
Just after, and then, was it before or after? Find the first article for me, please, Luke.
But they already confirmed at the start of the season.
Yeah, they
didn't
did
It
it
was-
at the start of the season, didn't they?
But
But
it came out again.
So-
But my tinfoil hat is, if it was announced on Wednesday and this scoreline happened on Thursday,
City Morning Herald, Adrian Prozenko. Let's see if he,
AP, what day?
July 31, which was when we did the podcast, I believe. Is that correct?
So that article dropped on Thursday and then this performance happened on Thursday night. If there is not an appetite for the team that gets scored against to kick, have the ability to receive the kick after watching that game the morning that it dropped,
Fucking hell. Yeah. This is exactly what the game didn't need. By me
did it?
personally.
or,
yeah,
did,
I
the,
know.
or did the administrators
That's what I'm
need it?
saying. Like, I mean, like they would be loving that. The ones who want the bullshit kickoffs, never going to happen.
Wayne wants it.
Does he?
Wayne wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one Han Solo on it too.
It's probably because last year he's still PTSD.
Yeah, the Rabbitohs got pumped in a couple of games with all the injuries.
and it was like 3
He
or 4
feels he's got
tries in
no
a row.
players left. They're all in PNG.
Well, the argument for is people don't tune out at halftime.
Yeah, but it was at 46. You kind of look at it going, can I get 100? I'm going to keep this on.
Fuck.
Yep, and I
I
understand.
did it,
I understand that argument as well.
I was like, how bad can this get?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
But that's an anomaly. If it's still...
So they're going to try in the last 5. Is it the last 5 rounds now? Yeah, it is. So, like, anyone who can't make the 8?
I read an
no,
article.
I think it's the final 2 rounds.
Well,
Okay,
it's
good.
dead rubbers. So Eels Dragons is the last round of the season. So they're definitely trialing in that game.
Well, essentially, they could have trialled it in the Tigers versus Eels.
That was one of the best games of the season.
It was a doozy, but they could have trialled it in the Tigers
To
versus
be
Eels.
honest, guys, I minied it.
That's fine.
Yeah, because it sucked.
Oh,
What's up?
What's up?
oh no, I thought it was Aaron Warburton. No, it's someone else.
Anyway.
Who is?
Anyway.
Got distracted. All right, let's get to the Dolphins versus Dragons, 28-22. Mace, the Dolphins made hard work of this, but the Dragons were so much better than they were
Very
last week
valiant.
against the Titans. Cobbo and Herbie stuffed up 3 tries minimum,
Yeah.
so that's a pro and a con. And one of the huge pros is Isaiah Katoa played his first game back.
Look good, too.
He looked rusty. He
It's
looked
all right.
He
Like-
looked rusty, but what Isaiah Katoa back on the right side of the attack for the Dolphins provided is one-on-one looks for Herbie, Cody Nikorima, Connolly Lemuelu, and Selwyn Cobbo again. Now, for 2 or 3 weeks, for as brave as the Dolphins have been with Schneider defending on that side, you've been able to just send that extra number to the left and just worry about locking down Herbie. Now with Isaiah back on the right, you can't do that. Like Bostock, Isaiah Katoa, Kuli Kefu, Fene Fuiaki, that's a dangerous right edge. And it's a much more dangerous Dolphins team, even though the scoreboard didn't
No,
reflect
it's
that.
that they look well in control. They should have really pumped the Dragons, put them to bed. But the Dragons, as I said, they defend good. They go hard. They go after it. And Katoa's just brilliant at just squaring up and just getting that space, locking in the C defender all the time, and bringing in that 4 defender so you can get some space on those edges, those little bit of fan shape, just hands, right? You make it easy 20, 30 metres sometimes. And then on the other side with Herbie, fucking mate, I don't know how fit that guy is, mate. He's getting like 20 plus a game, like 20 plus touches. And the toughest carries as well. He don't give a fuck, mate. Defends like a beast. Him and Cobbo, I thought they were I think they're good. They're dangerous, mate. When they start playing football, when fucking Donga comes on, Donahue, fuck, he looked good. He looked good. They've timed it to perfection, the Dolphins.
50 games he's played on the weekend too, Donga.
Yeah, well done. But he's getting better and better. Very, very good. He looked fit. First couple of games, because when you're injured, what do? You do weights. Weights. And he looked fucking sharp. Sharp footwork.
He subbed himself off with about 15 minutes to go. I thought he might have picked up an injury. He looked okay in the sheds after and was celebrating and all that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping he's okay. But it maybe just got a bit of a tweak because he had hamstring injuries at the start of the year.
Yeah, he must have just grabbed, I reckon. Good play. But even like Yeah, as you said there, it's like Plath, Donahue. That second wave of like when they come on, when you think you've handled Flegler and you've gone, oh, yeah,
Frankie
I'm going
Molo.
around. Frankie Molo is one of
Morgan
the hardest bowling balls to tackle, right?
They just take the sting out
Where's
of
your hit zone? Where's your hit zone on Molo? You're going to get knocked out. He's just got to absorb, right? And then, that second wave that's one of the best ones in the comp.
You talked about the fitness of Herbie. What do you reckon he would run a Bronco in?
I was about to say, I reckon he'd win a Bronco. I reckon he'd win the Bronco. If you went, go, he'd do about 4. I reckon he could nearly get under 4 minutes.
I
if he
believe
went flat out.
I believe the two best in their team are Kurt Donahue and Max Plath. I've been told.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they win the Bronco.
Unless he just doesn't have a crack at that and just thinks they should have a Bronco challenge, man.
There's a difference between doing a Bronco in preseason and emptying the tank knowing that you've just got a Bronco to do and that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Just one Bronco.
Yeah.
Go. And because you start off with a Bronco, then you got a bloody 2-hour sesh and you
Fucking
finish off with one. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Just make the time. Imagine it was just like one Bronco, and then you get I don't know, someone just fucking 10 grand or something like that. He'd be up there, long strides, fit.
Fit as fuck, mate.
No one's
so fit.
But he's fast as hell too.
And he would also be probably my pick now, like watching him this year. I remember we did it last year, the High Rocks chat.
Yeah.
He would be a pick for me for sure. Like imagine him doing the lunges, the skier, the rower, the 1K run into...
He's just an athlete, man.
He would fucking dominate.
Yeah. I was just about to ask at the start, I said, what would he do a Bronco in? I think, personally, if he had a one-off Bronco, just going balls to the wall, -4.
Yep.
So
-4 minutes.
Courier Mail reported in February 2019, back when he was at the Broncos, highlights his athletic. He won the 1.2 time trial in preseason in 2019
At the Broncos.
Yeah,
Let's see if there's a time. God, he looks young there.
Broncos don't really have a fit playing group, do they?
Not back then.
Even now. Like a Bronco fitness.
No.
Think about Bronco fitness.
No. He'd be Pat Carrigan and Haas would probably win it. Payne Haas would go close.
Payne would go.
Yeah.
You'd think Payne would be podium, right?
Yeah.
Farmer turns 20 next month. A genetic gift to play NRL. He stands around 6'3". He hasn't played NRL at this point.
Okay.
He's winning the Bronco in a
Yeah.
1.2 trial in preseason.
He'd be, I reckon, if just balls to the wall, one, then out, and it's for money or something like that for charity, he'd be doing, I reckon he could -4.
They reckon, I believe,
-4 minutes.
for the teams that I've seen, for the players I've seen recorded at all the clubs, I believe it's Tommy Did and Lachlan Galvin.
Lockie Galvin did a 4:12.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he can he's quicker than Lockie Galvin.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're on the 60-metre ones coming back and forth. He just looks fit. He's so quick.
But he's also heavier.
Yeah, and he's
By
yeah,
5 to 10
I
kilos.
know, but like he's got that power, mate. He'd be way faster than Dim and that. Like that's where you make all your room up, all your seconds. If you're big, long, and strong.
I don't know,
in the
man.
60s, mate.
I'm just thinking about Tommy Did and chasing down fucking Selwyn Cobbo and how fast he looked. and all
Well,
that.
he'd be up there.
Anyway, tangent. We always, I feel like we got a Bronco
I like
tangent
it.
once
I
every
just
couple
like a
of months.
Bronco. I just like it because it's a real good test of like your mental fortitude as well. Like you're like, fuck, I fucking can give up here. I could take a 20 or 40 metre off, and then you know what I mean. Like if you just go bang, 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 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 60, 20, like 5 times. It's fucking hard, mate.
We're going to do a Bronco in the off season against our man Wyatt Raymond.
I'll fucking bust him up. Have one, just one.
I want Atkins. I'll take Atkins
Yeah.
down. All right, let's get to the Dragons. Just want to give a couple of guys a shout out. Gutho was the player of the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Him and Ryan Couchman were awesome for the Dragons. Gutho just the typical Gutho game. He's just in everything, both offensively and defensively. He's getting to the back end of his career, but you know when the Dragons compete, he really stands out because everyone sort of lifts to his level. But I want to give Lycan King Tongi a shout out. He's a player of still a lot of potential. Defensively, he was really bad last year. We critiqued him and we I guess asked those questions around his commitment around defending. To be fair, most of the traffic went to the left edge for the Dolphins because they're so good on the left edge. In saying that, late in the game, they targeted him a few times. He came up with a beautiful one-on-one tackle on Kuli Kefu Fene Fuiaki. Gutho come over to the top. Yep. And I also thought Kyle was rock solid as well.
Yeah.
Because he cops his fair share of criticism because of the situation with his old man. And whenever he plays a good game, people were reluctant to talk about it because of that. But I feel like you've got to give them both their flowers. I thought they were really good. They're probably going to be on the pecking order next year, 4th and 5th in line.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be maybe 5th and 6th. Check out their options next year. Metcalf arriving number 1.
Yep.
Cody Nikorima will probably jump all of them to go to number 2.
That's it.
Right now they're in front of Daniel Atkinson, but I don't know what that looks like. Daniel Atkinson's playing New South Wales Cup on the weekend, Maze.
I think his ceiling's a bit higher than those guys.
Exactly. So I'm still thinking Daniel Atkinson, but I wouldn't even have Daniel Atkinson at 3 because it's going to be most likely Cade Reid.
You just can't have Kyle and Atkinson in the same team.
Okay. So Cade Reid returns this week for New South Wales Cup after missing some games. They've got Lycan King Tongi and Kyle Flanagan.
Yeah.
That's too many. And I reckon Lycan King Tongia should try to go to a defensive-minded coach as a backup and to rejuvenate his NRL career. Because he's got some nice parts.
Some skills. His skill set's good.
The ball over the top to Tyrell Sloan for the Gutho try was no one else in the Dragons currently in their spine can throw that pass and execute it.
Yeah, two need to leave. You can't have that many.
Well, Kyle can play 14 in that Billy Walters role.
Yeah.
So
That's where Kyle should be looking at to go, okay, I can play 9. I can
Remain
play
in the
7,
19?
I can play, you can use me if you want. Just play me in first grade.
All right, let's get to the Bulldogs 36, defeating the Storm 22. Critter to 6 gets better and better each week, Mace. I felt like it was a complete performance, not for the Bulldogs, but for Critter and his ambitions to play in the halves for the remainder of the season. He did a lot of things right, like the show and go for the try, which is nice. So he's still been able to maintain his running game. I think early on he was so focused on directing the team around.
Kicking and...
He just completely stopped running.
Have we forgotten that Burton's the greatest kicker of all time?
Goal kicker or...
Fucking just general play kicker?
Oh, long kicking.
Just the greatest.
Can we get him... Is your question, can we get him
Have we forgotten about it? Can Berto have a kick, please? Or is he fucking groin hanging off?
That's a good question.
Mate.
Do you have the phone number for the coach by any chance? Or the general manager?
I'm going to go to train and say, can you still kick Berto? Fuck's sake.
So, all right, I love the show and go for a try at the end.
Yeah.
I love the cutout ball to Rinakama. He's still the support play for his first try, the support play for the Jamin Salmon try.
Footy player, right?
It was a pretty good game, mate. Like, it was a pretty good game.
They come to play the Storm.
I know it wasn't the opposition. Like, I know Cameron Munster, Jerome Hughes, and Harry Grant didn't play, but you play what's in front of you.
But, I thought our defence was good. I thought, shout out to Jamin Salmon. He cops a fair bit, but he fucking played outstanding. He's been playing good. Give him his flowers, mate. He's been playing really good. That try he scored. Couple of good ones. So it's good that he's like, he copped fucking heaps from everyone. Like, team selections, like everyone's fucking saying, why is Salmon in the team? This. Now we're at full strength, right? And he's still starting long. He's still starting long. Tupanua, not sure where he comes back.
That's a big one. That was in the comments too. I forgot to put that in.
Coming back. So once Tupanua comes back, that strengthens us up big time. And then we can go on a massive run. Yeah. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I always say. And we've managed to start all right, a really shit little fucking part in the middle there, and it didn't look good. We're all going, fucking, are we even going to make the 8? We're not going to make the 8. Now we're like, okay, Kick's coming back, Presto's back, Critter's changed, Galvin's there.
You got big games coming up.
Yeah, we've got some big game players back, but we've got all our big game players back. And now it's giving
if you can beat the Roosters this week, you're almost that for me guarantees you make the 8 with the
hard. That's be our hardest game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the way we're playing. We're just hustling in defence like we were last year. Yeah. But it felt like we just that part of the year where everything was like, what the fuck is going on? Part of the year for about 10 rounds, we just didn't know where we were sitting. Neither did the fucking Broncos, neither did Canberra, neither did Melbourne, neither did like most of the teams that were down the bottom. You know what I mean? Now we're sort of going, is the game sort of just slowed down a little bit? Maybe a little bit? Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. A little bit more wrestling of involved in the tackles.
Yep.
A few more numbers. We're getting more numbers in there because before it was so quick you couldn't get 3 in. Our game's predicated on defence, right? And putting more numbers in the tackle than most other teams. And you peel off and you get off and you get your line set and then line speed again. That's what it's all about.
I don't have the numbers to back it up, but it felt like there was a few more 6 agains on the weekend across the board watching
back?
the games. Yeah, maybe I've got to look into that, but it did feel like there were a couple more.
I'd like to get some stats. I'm not a big stat man, but just eyeball tests, it feels like it slowed down a little bit.
Definitely. No, I agree with that. I just feel like they were trying to reintroduce a few more 6 agains on the weekend.
Fuck off, whatever you're doing, refs.
Not good for you
leave
guys.
it how it is. It's good, but it looks like the football's getting played better. I mean, you chuck that first game and put that in the bin, please. That next to the Dolphins game, great defensive stuff.
Yeah.
Dragons have still got it. They still, like Dolphins play some really good football. It's a high quality game. This one, high quality game. Our boys showed up. Max King, give shout out to Max King's been playing outstanding. I think when Leo Thompson come, probably everyone was thinking that he's the dude, right? He's the one that's going to be our number one alpha. I think Max King's taking that back.
Yeah, they complement each other really
they
well.
complement each other well, and I think they play really big minutes together. But Max is I think he had a few little niggling injuries. It would have hurt him not playing Origin again.
Yep.
But I think now he's fucking bending the line. Offloads here and there, got a little bit of fucking, let's go, like a little bit of push and shove. Got that little dog back in him. I like seeing that shit because I watch Max and fucking Leo more than anyone. More than anyone, right? Leo's work rate. Fucking, it's crazy. Like how many minutes they both get through. Big minutes. Little thing that I can critique is the fucking 9. Right?
Bailey.
His spot player. Like if you just say I played in some really good packs, right? And we had guys like Adam Perry and that. Guess who wasn't a spot? Wasn't a big game, wasn't a big name player, but never get bumped off. Adam Perry and Corey Hughes. They would fucking fold you in half. Ask anyone. You got me, Ogre. You got him in the middle. And where they're spotting up, you don't want to be a spot to Bailey. Bailey's getting bumped off. You don't want to be bumped off.
So what's the answer to
fucking
that?
get your shoulder in there and your head and drive fucking through the blokes. He can defend Bailey, but you can't get in positions when they're getting late footwork and then bumpers at you.
He's not a nugget like those two guys.
No, but he's got good technique.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that was when they started getting momentum through the middle is when they started spotting up Bailey Hayward.
So do they need to reduce his minutes then? Because it's a good one, mate. Because I was going to ask you.
Or do you start Kurt Mann? Because Kurt Mann, you don't run through Kurt Mann. He puts you on your back.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's a good question.
That's what I mean. I was looking at, so when did they get some ascendancy? The Storm started coming back. Yeah, because look at the Storm, 36-22. That last try, you take off Critter, it's 30-22. It's not convincing.
No.
Still won, don't give a fuck. That's a baby little Storm team. We're full strength. They started getting their ascendancy through the middle when they started running over a couple of spot players. Can't have spot players, right? And he's not a spot player. He's usually his defense is tight, gets in, but started getting loose.
Spot's a harsh description for it, right?
Spot's a spot, right? You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's a bad defender, but a spot's a spot. You spot that player up.
Yes,
right?
you're trying to. It's spot and just maybe given a bit more of a description for it
for people at home.
Average
spot
show
is just like if you've got fucking Tino and you've got Fodawaker and you've got Pasco, where you running? Pasco.
Correct. Pasco can make
So
it.
there's the spot.
So naturally,
You run at the weakest defender in that line.
yep. And it's not necessarily because you think you can run through him and score a try, but it's generate quick rucks,
play the ball.
which makes it hard for the big boys to.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll explain it properly, right? So when you look at what was I saying? Penrith. Where's the spot there?
Right now,
Blaze Talangi,
yep. Gotcha.
right? You don't, and they exploited him. Now he's dropped, right? He needs to fix his defense up. Most teams, Sam Walker's a spot for the Roosters. That's what I'd say there, and probably on the other edge because the fucking middles, there's no one there. Robson will hit you like a truck.
Yep. That's why we love Robson so
That's
much.
why we love Robson, Mitch Kenny, fucking Appy, all these blokes, mate. You can't have a spot as your number 9 because then they start pouring through the middle. What the fuck is Roosters' strengths? Middle. They're coming at you this week, kid.
Nafahu's coming.
They're coming at you, mate. They're coming at you.
coming.
Spencer's coming at you, right? So this is where, he would have known, first of all, that he had a bad defensive game, right? So they're coming at you in numbers and in droves. So you cannot make that a spot because they will get ascendancy through the middle and they tear the ruck apart, and then they've got the best fucking back line and halves in the game. Right? So don't make it yourself a spot. Get your fucking head in there, kid, or you start Kurt Mann.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
That's the only critique that I've
been a bit banged up this year, Kurt Mann, hasn't he?
Kurt Mann's been banged up, but I think he's back, right? So so he's and with the ball and everything like that, Bailey's been playing really well, right? Really well. Showing right, coming this way, dropping players off, hitting front guys, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I get it, but like the biggest thing is defense, and you played against a baby Storm. Storm. You're coming up against a real grown ass man, fucking legit. Premier fucking top 4 team. And this is another litmus test.
Yep.
So that's the only critique on the Bulldogs. Everything else, we hustle hard. We fucking do everything. We're doing everything good that a top 8 team should do. And we're coming.
All right. The Storm, they're officially done. It was a really entertaining presser with Craig Bellamy after. What a baptism of fire for young Hayden Watson. I thought he was excellent, mate.
Sorry. It's like they have like just a
nursery
production line, right? A fucking production line of Cooper Cronks and fucking Jerome Hughes and fucking all these players, right? So Jerome Hughes is out. This kid, he looks like he's played 50 first grade games.
It's good.
Didn't look out of place at all. I said, who's this young kid, the 14 or whatever? I was like, he fucking looks like he's played shitloads of games.
Yeah.
He's a future player, mate.
Lukey identified him at the under-19s for us a couple of months ago.
Yeah, thanks, Lukey. Should be recruitment.
Shout out to Lukey.
Recruitment for the Storm.
He's an ex-hooker. I found out only recently yesterday.
You can tell he's a little nugget, isn't he?
Couple of things that I love that stand out, right? In your first ever NRL game as a starter in the halves, you're going up against Viliami Kikau, Stephen Crichton, and Matt Burton.
Yep.
All right?
Decent.
It's a pretty decent edge. What about you're playing for a Storm team without Cameron Munster, Jerome Hughes, and Harry Grant?
Good luck, son.
When you talk about the production line of Melbourne, they've had the luxury of drip feeding these young talented players in with class.
Yeah.
He wasn't
with class.
He was not afforded that. So that's the part I love the most. And everyone was talking about his defense on Viliami Kikau.
Missed him once or twice. That's about it. You can deal with that, mate.
Of course you can.
And it was early too when it was fucking. He had him slipping. He got him the first time.
Yep.
With the kick, the offload. Ever since then, he handled him pretty good.
He was brave, wasn't he?
Fucking oath he was. Kikau is fucking massive. I don't think people understand the size of Viliami Kikau. He's 6'4.5", 5, 110 kilos of muscle that can move.
And he's probably close to the fastest in the team over 20, 30 metres.
He's fucking when he's getting the ball at him, going on the out and then bang off his left, it's a sharp left foot. And he's got your palm out too. He's got his the big mitt there, so you can fuck off.
So what was my favourite part? What was my favourite part of Hayden Watson's game with Viliami Kikau as well?
I think he just stayed in the game and got in front. He just defended really well.
Sorry. No. Yeah, actually, that's a good one. Like defence, but I want to move on from the defence. You know what? You know how many examples of players I have seen when they've played against Viliami Kikau, like veterans that shrink around him.
Yeah.
I love that he took Viliami on with his running game a couple of times too. Because so many times Viliami just completely cancels out an edge because halves just play early and they don't want to take it to the line on Viliami. Mate, he took him on 3 times.
Yeah.
Got ragdolled on one of them.
Yeah.
But I was looking at that going,
he's poking his head through.
Ooh. That everyone's focused on the defence. I'm going, no one does that against Viliami. Even vets don't do that. Like, and I don't want to throw anyone's names in there, but I've seen players when he goes to put kick pressure on them, or the running game just doesn't exist. So I was looking at that going, ooh, yeah, body in front, and he's doing all that. That's a tick. And I was like, oh, he's taking Viliami on. Fuck, this kid's brave.
Yeah, he's got Critter inside there. He's got Critter around there.
Yeah, and Critter.
Got Birdo around there. You got fucking Leo Thompson. You got Max King. You got vets there, mate. There's no babies in our team.
No.
You know, you got a bunch of blokes out there. Like, I think, shout out to Connor Tracy too. Yeah, just that bit where we were just playing not the way the Bulldogs play. He was copping fucking
Dolphins game.
Yeah, he was copping it, mate. Copping it. A few of them were on the fucking chopping board. Going back to the fucking lab, worked on his game, passing game, going out the back, different looks. Defensively, he's always been pretty sound, but like he's fucking running. But he's been, like a lot of these guys, people don't really understand. They've been busted through that era as well, through that little bit of that 10-week period.
Yeah.
A lot were busted, a lot were out, a lot had to carry the load. He was one of them. He didn't have a game off. Tough little prick, mate.
The lowest point was that Dolphins game that we watched. Yeah. Because he was like, I wouldn't say whiffed, but he missed tackles that he doesn't miss.
He's fucking just, yeah.
In fact, that's the strongest part of
there.
his game.
Yeah.
And he just was Asako.
Calmed off. Asako treated him like fucking 12-year-old.
Also, let's go from the Bulldogs fullback to the Melbourne Storm fullback. I reckon in 10 years, I write this down. If you watch the highlights of Sua Farlongo this year, and that person had never watched rugby league, or he's a rugby league person but had missed the last 10 years, you show the highlights for Sua this year, you'd go, did he win Dally M? They must be a top 4
He's the best player in the world.
Some of the shit that he does week in, week out in a team that's struggling for confidence and just struggling for flair is like...
He's fucking outstanding. Like,
He's going to be...
It just reminds me like what if he's like a... The comp is like a Matty Bowen, right? It's just so hard to predict what he does, right? Because the goosey into the right foot, into just like goosey and then beat you on the outside. Like... a little bit of a goose step and then just beat you, have you caught on your heels a little bit and then just keep burning you on the outside. Instead, because your goosey, you think he's going to come off his right foot or left or whatever, something. Yeah, straight around it.
You can't have
all the time.
You can't have wide spaces.
You can't plan for him because you don't know what he's going to do. But you got to understand you're going to have to let a couple of plays through because you're going to get them. Just don't limit the tries. Limit the fucking 90-meter try.
Yeah.
Limit that. That's you go back to Matty Bowen's highlights, mate. It's fucking like that. He's a little bit small, Matty, but Matty unfortunately got hit with a couple of injuries that derailed his fucking trajectory to be one of the greats, right? He's still, in my book, one of the top 3 most talented players to ever touch football, Matty Bowen. This kid is just got me Matty Bowen vibes.
Yeah.
Because he's just making line breaks out of nothing. A full line. With I think he got Chuala once.
Yes.
Didn't touch him.
On the right-hand side.
Chuala's been killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it. Just went.
Just a bit staggered.
Yeah.
That's all it has to be.
You see a little crease. That's all he sees. And goes fucking. I'm like, oh, well, you can't coach that shit. Belly must be just going, fuck, just run it back. You know, like good in defense.
He did say that. He goes, all these younger kids will be better for the run next year when we start to get some troops back.
Oh, he's just he's already arrived, mate. He's fucking going to be fullback for 10 years if you want.
The Warriors 42 defeat the Titans 6. This was a really professional performance by the Warriors. Mace, when we were breaking down this game, I was always confident the Warriors were going to win this game just because of the reasons I'd mentioned. They played the Dragons twice, they played the Titans twice, and in years past, they've dropped their standards for those teams. This year, they're so much more professional around their mindset, but I didn't anticipate this because the Titans have been so much better than
I back the Titans.
What they tossed up on the weekend as well. So, tick, tick, tick for a number of reasons for the Warriors. I thought this was a professional performance.
Because Titans they could trouble the Warriors. Warriors are a big team, right? They're a big team, especially in their outside backs. They're big. They can fatigue them, everything like that. You got AJ Brimson. You got some really quick. You got some quick players that can just keep digging around the middle and then like spread your middles out, and then like the outside backs might get a bit flustered. Nah, they crushed them. They suffocated them. They didn't give a shit about anything. Yeah, like they go, yeah, you can have all the talent in the world. We're try and get through our defense. We'll double down on it. Right, they were outstanding. I thought really good. I think their ex-players. I forgot. Right, Aaron Clark.
Yeah,
what to say when Aaron Clark's on. They start moving. They start. Then he's got a bit of help coming off the bench. But the guys that you said who hits holes. There you go.
Eddie Iramia.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah. What are they doing? Pass on the edge again. That's what they got back to Warriors football.
Did you like
playing?
Did you like Leka Halasima into the centres for Pompey?
Yeah, he's a fucking problem, isn't he? I still want him on the edge, but I mean, like if he can handle it out there, because it does get a bit quicker. You know, like he's a good 105, probably heavier. You know, he's thick.
You got to get him out on the field, don't you?
I want him on the field.
Yeah. Webby said pre-game.
Better team with him on the field.
Webby said pre-game he wasn't playing enough minutes. The problem is
he needs to be fit.
The problem is
coming into the semis.
Yeah. It's a fair point. The problem for the Warriors that they're going to struggle with whether Adam Pompey plays or not, goal kicking.
Yeah. Just another one, just a little side thing. Would you give Capes about a week or two off and just start Lecker on the left? Because Cape Ball can fucking, or no, not a rest. Give Cape Ball on the bench, put him on the bench. You know what I mean? And just start Lecker for like two games, 80 minutes, 2 or 3 games, 80 minutes in a row, so we can get some good meters under his legs.
I would prefer to drop Pompey.
Well, whatever. Or what? And put him in the centres?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I thought Pompey was all right.
I think the leadership and the representative tag
Capes has. Yeah.
that Capes has.
I'm just thinking if Pompey's playing decent enough to keep his spot, right?
Yeah.
And Lecker's not getting enough time because Laban's still fucking killing it.
They're not moving Laban.
And no.
Laban's been awesome.
And he's a left side back row. You're not fucking with I don't want Lecker on the right. I want Laban there.
He has shown the versatility, but he's so much better on the left.
Left side carry. He's a
So much
genuine
better.
left side carry, and he's just like Capes as well. Capes can play. Capes can't play centres anyway, but you could push him somewhere. Just joking, Wales fans. Fucking he's up. Hey, but yeah, I don't know. I just think sometimes maybe you can just limit Capes' minutes, right? Because he's a fucking proper OG like vet. You know, 250 game or whatever, like can just come in. You can have 6 weeks off, play 80 minutes on the left. And then you put Lecker back to the right, get Pompey back into the minute. I don't know. Something like that. It's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem.
But you
It's a
need
good question
Lecker,
too.
you need the wrecker on the fucking for more than 50 to 60 minutes on the field.
Can't agree with that more. You need like the way teams have absolutely loved it. And I know it's a huge rap, but I remember when I played the Cowboys early on in Jason Tomololo's career, and I was supposed to be marking up on Jason. He was on the edge, and then I get to the team sheet, and for whatever reason, he'd been dropped back to the 18th man. I was like, fuck, how good's that? I know that's huge praise. I know Lecker's nowhere near where Jason Tomololo is. And
No. Early starts.
saying that, if you're looking at a team sheet and Lecker Halasima is in jersey 15
I'm loving it.
or 16 as you're about to start the game, he's still got the ability to come on the field and be Lecker
But
the
he ain't
wrecker.
going to be out there for 60 minutes.
So you find a spot for him, right? Right now, it's not perfect, but it's left center. And I also think another shift that has happened through necessity last week, I think this Warriors team, and I've changed my mind on it twice throughout the year, I think this Warriors team right now, currently built, is better with Chance Nickel-Klokstad at fullback.
Yeah, I like it.
And there's even a sample size last week against the Bulldogs where I thought they looked better. At the start of the year, I was Chance. I changed my opinion to Tane, to a picky.
I was never big. I was always Chance. Then he got busted up a little bit. Then I saw Tuapiki for a couple of weeks. I went, yeah, he's got it, because I thought he was too light. He is.
So at the start of the year, I had my question marks around their fives, especially around their halves, especially when Tanner Boyd went down and Luke Metcalf was injured. Tamaiti Martin and Chanel Harris-Tavita have developed and have improved enough to where I don't think they need. I feel like Tane Tuapiki is the more creative fullback, but right now this team, the way their halves are playing and the way Wade Egan and Sam Healy are playing with the creativity, even throwing Aaron Clark, I don't think they need the flair and attack of Tane Tuapiki as much anymore. So therefore, give me the Chance Nickel-Klokstad, who I think is slept on as he's in the Dylan Edwards range,
Right,
and James Tedesco
take the meters
defensively.
Yeah, big time. Take the meters. He talks unreal. He's a great communicator. He does all those little things that he needs to talk to those middles. He does, and I've always been a big fan of Chance, and I'm glad that he's got his chance again, right? And
His chance again.
He's got his chance again. So he's going to come out and he's going to give you these performances because they know they're in a run. They're going to go for a run here, and they could get a competition here, and you want to be part of it. You've got to be part of it. So that's why you're getting all these maximum efforts from all these players in the Warriors.
I'm just thinking about
when we knew we were going to have a problem at the end of the year when you got when you got all these dogs coming into 19 players. One of these good players are going to have to miss out. And I think Tane Tuapiki is going to be the one because of the fact that you're going to have Khan Pereira, who's been playing outstanding. He's keeping his job. Dallin, bang. coming out, you want that 1, 2, 3 hitter, and then you want your centre bang, and then you just want to get out of yardage quick. That's what semi-final football is. You got to start thinking about that. It's going to happen in 5 weeks.
During the 6 again run that we had at the start of the year, small ball fullbacks were exploding.
Killing it.
They've all just come back to the pack ever so slightly now that they've tweaked it. And I think watching the Bulldogs last week and how Tane Tuapiki looked early in that game before he got injured, and the difference between Chance coming on and that first carry, I was like,
the kid chases back in a big way.
I was like, if it gets to a finals game, I think oppositions are going to ragdoll Tuapiki, and they can't do that to Chance.
Try line's there. He catches 5 metres out, and the line he catches, they're picking him up, mate. No fucking sweat. Chance is strong, very strong. He'll find a fucking angle. He'll cop that hit. He's a bit bigger body. He's strong as fuck. See the legs and that on him. He's strong. He's built. He's played over. He's a vet of the game. He knows how to get out of the yard. He's easy. Got mad left foot. That's your guy.
Zane Harrison is the guy for the Gold Coast Titans.
Yeah.
I thought he'd done his knee when they were carrying him off. It's been reported after by Josh Hannay that it's a hammy injury.
Fucking good.
Silver lining, Mace for it's going to cost him his Rookie of the Year honours.
He would have been close.
He would have been really close.
Who?
Zane Harrison,
Sanders.
Oliver.
Cooper, man. Cooper from Melbourne.
Those are the 4.
Sanders?
Ethan Sanders.
Nah. Oh, yeah.
Who did you say?
His last reign.
Cooper Clark from the Melbourne
Clark.
Storm. And it was Zane Harrison and Oliver Pascoe. Everyone was discussing that was the top 4. It's going to cost him a Rookie of the Year nom, but I think for the future of the Titans, I've seen enough. I've got a sample size. I'm good.
He's it.
The Titans aren't going to make the finals this year. Yeah, they would like to finish well. I think it's a blessing in disguise. I think he sits the rest of the year. I think he rehabs his hamstring injury, and they attack the preseason with a lot of excitement around their core pieces.
Yep.
So I think he'd be devastated. He'd want to play the rest of the games. But
he's done, though. Grade 2, 3. Done.
I don't even care if it's a strain.
Don't even worry about it.
You know, that's my sort of take on it, Mace. If it's a strain and he's a 50-50 chance of coming back in a couple of weeks, I would just pull the reins back. Let's get him locked in and let's fucking attack 2027. Yep. Thoughts?
I agree.
Happy with that? And how about this? I got a bit of high praise from I'll let you know what it was. Josh Hannay said after the in the presser after the game, he gave Webby a lot of credit. He basically alluded to that they aspire to be what the Warriors are now. I think there's similar franchises. The Titans can look at what the Warriors were 5 years ago. The changes that they've made are very similar to. I often use them as an example when I talk about Josh Hannay and Andrew Webster. And he said, where at times we think we're close, and then we come up against a team like the Warriors, and we realise that we still got a lot of work to do. Yeah. That's the best way of putting it. So high praise from Hannay for Webster. I thought that showed a lot of class and respect, and it's also a reflection of where the Warriors are at the moment. Get to the Panthers 42 defeating the Raiders 18. There's levels to the fucking clips that we put out. The Panthers 42 defeat the Raiders 18, Mace, and I feel like the Panthers. Before we get, I got a setup play that I want to talk to you about, and I don't know if it's just, and because it's Nathan Cleary, I'd assume it's highest of the highest footy IQ, or is it just really detailed planning? Actually, let's get straight to it. The setup for the Edgar trial we'll talk about.
Fucking, I looked at that.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened.
So
I didn't rewind. I should have rewound it a couple of times, but it just looks slick.
I'll break it down for you. So they're setting up the scrum, and the reason I noticed it straight away because there was confusion coming out of the scrum, and Jed Stewart, the left winger for the Canberra Raiders, they park up a scrum on the right side of the field, which creates uncertainty from Jed Stewart. Now, I don't know. I haven't gone back and looked at video and previous scrums plays for the Canberra Raiders to see whether that's the way they line up normally, or I'm hoping it's because my first thought was, fuck, Nathan Smart. Yeah. So he sees Jed Stewart come out of the scrum, at the A defender from the scrum, the first defender from the scrum. And he's got all this beautiful shape set up to the left for a shift. And then he drops, it's either Liam Henry, one of his middles. I think it's Liam Henry.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's Liam Henry. It's one of his middles that's on the field at the time. And they go straight at Jed Stewart. So Jed Stewart gets caught up in the tackle. And then breaking from the scrum, a couple of forwards get involved to the point where Jed Stewart is able to escape, but escape late.
Yeah.
Then they immediately go back to that edge for the Jackson Edgar try. And they're
What shape was it again?
It's Isaiah Yo shape.
Yeah.
He gets it, quickly goes out the back. And the reason I think it might be predetermined
I think it is
because Isaiah Yo's already in that shape. He quickly whips it out the back to Nathan, and Nathan runs his block shape on the two-man, which is the center.
Yeah.
And normally the strong decision would be on that shape to come from Jed Stewart, but because Jed Stewart takes so long to get back out there,
come back up in.
He wasn't able to identify what the look may be and then make a strong
And it was
decision.
out the back, wasn't it?
And it was out the back.
It was out the back.
Have you got it there, Lukey?
I was just
Yeah, no, I remember the shape.
Are you looking at him? I'll show you what I mean by this. And then if Lukey,
No, I know the shape of the coming back. I just didn't realise he had that. Jed Stewart was in the fucking in the scrum.
yeah. So I'm wondering
Right,
if they
what minute did he score?
I'll go to the tries highlights here on NRL. Takes an extra 30 seconds.
Yeah, I thought you had fucking.
Not NRL. I need to update the NRL app. We've got YouTube Premium, but,
okay.
but not NRL Premium. 5 seconds.
Does NRL have a premium?
I'd imagine they would. Do they, Luke?
Nah, they always have the ads.
So we got to cop ads no matter what, do we? So they've had the scrum.
Go back to the scrum. I want to see.
Can't.
No,
I've got the extended version here. So look at Jed Stewart there in that position.
running around.
He's hasn't even
Back to the ball.
back to the ball.
it.
Got no idea what's coming. There's Jackson Edgar at the back. He's the eventual try scorer. Yoey and looks like Scotty Sorensen on what do we used to call it?
There's only fucking 3 people there.
Well, it's because Jed Stewart's got tied up
it's
in the
awesome.
tackle, right? So they've laid the line. They've got 3 in there, and then
Stack left side as well.
there we go. So by the time Nathan gets it, because Liam Martin runs the line inside Matty Timokol, the decision should be from Jed Stewart, who's only just got back on side.
Yeah,
The strong decision is to leave Alamotti and leave Bizza and attack Jackson Edgar, and then hopefully make the cover tackle on the edge if need be. But because
they move quick, don't they?
Because
See how deep they were then?
but it was started deep and then it's a flat line out the back.
but like they
It's predetermined, right?
fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
100%
Fuck,
predetermined.
it was good work.
End of the first half.
It
Yeah,
was
mate. It was it was towards.
end of the first half. Did you say?
Yeah.
Correct. It
What
was.
about
yeah.
that?
I just put it for your notes for the clip
What
later
about
on.
that brain butt? Like from who's coming up with those plays to get Jed Stewart? If Jed's he's at A, and then he's going to be fucking just taking his time back to the wing. We set one play up. He's still going to be just fucking dawdling out there, and then fucking go bang, 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 bang.
You know what matters
If
as
he
well?
had to come in, because they're so deep, if he had to come in, it was fucking it's his hands. It's a try. Fucking if you execute it at the right level, which they are highly.
Yeah.
It's a try.
I think it's important who they run the lead line on too.
Yeah.
So understanding that he was going to get there late and running the lead line on Timokol rather than Ethan Strange was a huge part of the success of it as well.
That's a level. That's a level.
I had a chat to Matty Cameron, who is the general manager of Penrith Panthers, and he gave a huge rap to a guy that I've talked about a couple of times. You might not remember it, Mace. He's an assistant coach for the Panthers now. Benny Harden's been doing their attack. Okay. So I'm assuming that Benny's done some film on the Raiders, and beautiful execution of it.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Because I'd love to get the clip. So you see just before the scrum, because I went back and rewind and going, oh, fuck, that looked like it was happened too easily. What happened there? Oh, it's messy there around the scrum.
Yeah.
Lionel. And then just in the lead up to it, you see the shape presenting out on the left, and I'm like, oh, they want to get Milky another try here.
Those middles.
And then Nath sees Jed Stewart at A and just goes, fuck that. We're going straight at him. And then
But like you see how how Yowie in that. They wouldn't even have moved from that position. They just laid
stayed
one
there.
and then left it there and then long ball
So,
to Yowie.
which makes me think pre-planned.
Fucking hope it's pre-planned.
Yeah.
Or
Pre-planned as in this sense. They had an option for if it's not Jed Stewart at A. So that's the part they've identified.
Yeah.
They're like, every now and again, they get an outside back or a half that comes out there. So they're like, the play is dropping Liam Henry underneath if they see Jed Stewart. If it's Matty Nicholson, if it's Adam Mariota, if it's a middle, if it's a Zach Hoskins who's playing middle,
you're not doing it.
then they're going shift on the outside potentially. So they've got two options depending on what look they get.
They won't be doing that again. Or most teams against Penrith.
No, they'll have another plan for someone else. I think it's just dependent on the people that they play, to be honest.
I love seeing plays like
that. Jack Cogger. We talked a lot about him in the lead-up, Mason, the change. I don't think he has the ceiling of Blaze Talangi, but he's got a much higher floor.
Compliments the 7 better.
He does.
And that's what it looks like. He made his tackles, kicks good, doesn't overplay his hand. That left side looked strong as fuck defensively because he comes up. Line speed doesn't sit on his heels. Could cost him a premiership, Blaze. His defensive lapses because you can roll with Cogger full on into the semis and everything, mate, and he'll do a job for you.
Yeah.
He's just been waiting in the wings, getting a little bit here, a little bit there, but he knows the system better than anyone. He's won a premiership there.
He's a cool story.
Yeah.
So last year...
He ran for a minute, old Jack, didn't he?
Last year, Milky Jenkins gave him a huge rap. So he's similar to Milky Jenkins, coming off a really great start to his career at Penrith with limited opportunities. Gets a contract to go to Newcastle. He was a Newcastle boy too, right?
Yeah, he's a Newey boy.
So he was returning to Newcastle, and there were high expectations for him heading back up to Newcastle. Similar to Milky. People forget about this. Milky was the favourite to win the right wing spot because Dom Young had moved on. People assumed Jack Cogger was going to go straight into Newcastle's system and play halfback.
Because they had Hastings.
They had Hastings, they had Gamble, they had different options, but it was supposed to be
so, wouldn't it?
It was supposed to be Jack Cogger's spot to take.
Yeah, got a fair bit of this too.
And it didn't quite work out, right? No. And I remember Milky Jenkins speaking about it last year when he went on a run. And he had high praise for he's really close with Jack Cogger. And the story goes he was like indecisive about whether he was going to play one more year at Newcastle because he still had a year left on his contract. Yeah. And he was having a chat to Cogger, and Cogger's like, mate, go back to Penrith if that's what you're thinking. They had a discussion between themselves. And they've both talked about this in different versions. And now, like when it was almost like a full circle moment.
It's good,
for me watching it. It was like he puts a kick up to Milky Jenkins.
That was awesome.
They had a rough couple of years at Newcastle together, and now they
would have been fucking up there and then playing reserve grade together going, what the fuck is happening here?
They're part of the premiership favourites right now on the left edge for Penrith. So I think that's pretty cool as well.
I think it's a great story, and I think Cogger ain't going to let this go. Like they're favourites to win the comp. Cogger's won there before. He compliments Cleary good. He does. You know that. He tackles well, kicks good. That little kick he put that on a dime for Milky. Doesn't miss tackles, mate.
Beautiful kick. I know it was...
I don't care. I don't care about all the fancy shit when you've got guys like Nathan Cleary in your team and Bizza and Casey McLean and Milky. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't really need it.
The second Liam Martin try was a little bit messy, but again, going back to his confidence to pull the trigger. I think he kicked it on the second or third tackle. Yeah. Put a kick in. The Lottie completely missed it, butchered it. Both Martin and Alamotti butchered it the first time around. And luckily enough, they all missed it. So they ended up getting the try anyway. But I still love the mindset from Cogger. Yeah. And even before this year, Cogger would have been like a Panthers legend in 10 years anyway for the role that he played in that grand final.
Yeah, fucking know.
Like he was a part of Panthers folklore regardless. Now he's got an opportunity in front of him and I'm with you, Mace. There's no way he lets this go.
Oh, stupid. You're going to get the best out of Cogger every single game. Every game. Where Blaze probably took it for granted. I'm going to be here. Cogger ain't going to do shit. Yeah, a little bit. Otherwise, he would have been way better and working on his defense every single fucking session.
That's hard to say whether he's working on his defence or
Well, he
not.
obviously didn't because he got dropped for his defence.
It doesn't mean you're not work. Like there are a number of things that you can work on. In fairness, I know
Because you got to just the defence. The ones that he was missing was 1-on-1, mate. It was not anyone else. That is a well-oiled machine out there, and everyone does their fucking job. You just got to do yours.
Do you think?
That's no shade at Blaze. Just got to get better at it, mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
You just
No,
gotta-
you're fair
you
enough.
just got to be fucking. You just when you're in a team like that, it's like Melbourne back in the day. They plug in, plug out players, and you're part of the system. You just got to do your job.
It's fair.
And it's like you just weren't doing your job, and they gave you fucking ample amount of time to get right.
I think that's the best way to put
Yeah,
it. He
that's
wasn't
it.
doing his job.
Yeah, that's about it, right? Just
'Cause
do your
you
job,
can't
make the
speak on
tackles.
what he was doing at training,
Yeah.
whether he was working on it.
Yeah.
But I think it's fair to
do your
say
job, mate.
you weren't doing your job when
Yeah.
you on the weekends. For the spine discussion, I don't think there's enough chat on this. Dylan Edwards is their starting fullback. He was out. Jackson Edwards was playing. Blaze Talangi was their preferred
preferred
6 at the start of the year. They make a change to Jack Cogger.
Yep.
And Mitch Kenny's been injured for 12 weeks
What's
now.
up with Mitch Kenny?
He's back according this week.
There, he's close.
Man,
But my point is,
old little,
3 out of the starting spine.
yeah, still get it done.
And they pumped the Raiders, who we all thought were dangerous.
They had to win. That's dangerous, man.
It is dangerous, right?
Fuck.
Mitch Kenny and
I
Dylan
don't
Edwards
know
will.
Mitch Kenny. I don't know what sort of Mitch Kenny comes back. But if he's coming back right now and he's got 5 games under his belt,
He just needs a couple.
that's it.
Yeah. He just needs a couple. 2 or 3.
Old
max.
mate's done a fucking great job.
Yeah. Freddie
Great
Lussick.
job.
Yeah,
Lussick's
Freddie
done a
Lussick's
great
been
job,
good.
and he'll be better for it.
Yep.
Next year.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a fucking great club, man. Jeez, they just do everything. They do everything right. That's what I'm saying. And Blaze is suffered the whole thing of not doing your job.
Yep.
That's what they do. Their whole thing of you just do your job. Everyone else is going to do theirs.
That's
Just
right.
do yours.
It stands out when you don't do your job in that
Yeah,
team.
because it's a well-oiled machine and everyone does their job.
What about the Raiders, mate?
Fuck.
That's
yeah.
pretty much it
That's
for them. No Miracle or Mudgee. There wasn't much for me to write for them.
There wasn't, mate.
in
They
this.
just tried, and then like Penrith just turned up. When Penrith turn up and they just fucking they want to give it to you, it's fucking hard to come back.
A motivated
They
Penrith.
were physical, like Leota come out and he was physical to part with Joey Taps. You know what I mean? I was just they were there. They arrived, and the Raiders turned up.
Yeah.
They were physical and everything like that.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't.
I thought it was dangerous signs for Penrith when Timokor went over so easily.
Yeah, very easily. And you can't really say anything. Raiders just fucking they just got out of the blocks too slow, and didn't jag enough games at the start. You know, it's going to suck because coming from.
That's what a takeaway I had. That's a takeaway I had. I did have a takeaway on the Raiders. Owen Paddy's the starting 9 for them going into next year, right?
Yeah.
The reason that decision was so hard for Sticky to make is because of what Tom Starling brings.
Yep.
And it was noticeable when Tom Starling got on the field how important he is for the energy of that team. And I was like, how can they make both of these work? Tom Starling can't play lock. Like he tries to play through the middle. And I know he had that off the back fence carry last week, which we forgot to discuss. I'm fucking spewing.
That's fucking awesome.
That's awesome to see.
Yeah.
He said
he's tough as fuck.
He's as tough as fuck,
Yeah.
right? And that was cool to see him have that carry. And I'm like, you've got to have Owen Paddy and you've got to have Tom Starling in your best 17 every week.
Yeah.
Because he's too well respected there, Tom Starling, for him to not get minutes in. But he can't play lock because he just can't. Like
He's just not built like that.
you physically see he just. So my takeaway from the Raiders was Owen Paddy's your guy. Continue to get huge minutes into Owen Paddy in this way. I think Owen Paddy can play hybrid lock second phase.
Yeah.
So what my suggestion might be, rather than Sticky's been wrestling with Tom Starling for 60 minutes and then playing Owen Paddy at the end, and now he's doing
It's not working.
Now he's doing it on the reverse with Paddy and bringing Starling on for 20, and it's just not working. Could you envision bringing Tom Starling on at the 30-minute mark, playing him for 20 or 30 minutes in the middle of the field, getting Owen Paddy to play that distributor?
Depending on who you're playing, depending on how your ruck is.
Okay.
Yeah, but
You know where I'm going with
I
it?
know where you're going because you can go like, what other teams have done that with their lock? I mean, with their 9 and drop them back.
Sort of like a Cheese and Harry Grant.
Yeah. Harry Grant's dropped back into that role when Cheese was there. When you got 2 genuine 9s, one can play ball play, one's a genuine 9.
Yeah.
You know, like a few teams were doing that last year. I'm trying to think of it. Roosters.
Yeah, Connor Watson
Connor
and
Watson,
and Uelu.
And Uelu, you know, like, and even like you can do that with Robson now.
Yeah.
You can do that with a Robson. You can drop Robson back to that thing and you put Connor Watson on, but still leave Robson on there.
Yep.
So it can be done. It can be done.
And they're tough buggers too.
Starling's just a fucking dog, mate. He's a little pit bull. He fucking goes at it all the time. He'd be run as Ricky's favourite humans.
Kurt Mann and Bailey Hayward.
Yeah. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. They're all makeshift 9s now. There's no real genuine, hardly any genuine 9s. Reed Marnie's a genuine 9. Harry Grant's a genuine 9. Cheese, genuine 9, but I think he could play hybrid.
Yep.
Robson. You know, most of these other guys have played halves in there.
Here's my time, and you talk me. Let me know what you think of this. Owen Paddy starts the first 25 minutes at hooker. 30.
30, yeah. Give him 30.
Tom Starling comes on at the 30-minute mark. Owen Paddy goes to lock for 25 minutes, 20 minutes, so 10 minutes before halftime, 10 minutes after halftime. Smithies, Horsburgh, whoever's playing lock.
One of the big boys.
Because then you can play a little bit of footy. That's essentially what Dane Laurie's doing anyway, coming on around the same time. He's another option.
Yeah.
But if you play this 1-2, then Owen Paddy gets a spell at the 50-minute mark for 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and he closes out the game.
He needs to be on there
take
for
Starling off
the main beats.
At the 60-minute mark, Owen Paddy back on, and he closes the game.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
He's going to have to fuck with it a bit next year, right? Because this year and maybe this last 5 rounds, really just you got nothing to lose, and just start really figuring it out. What you're trying to think about next year. I'm not sure where Starling's contracted, isn't he?
Correct. Yeah.
Owen's contracted. Their whole forward pack's pretty much got the same team, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Hardly anyone's off contract, so you can start fucking around now and start dealing with different combinations. And I think that's one that they need to work out. Everyone else is fine. You know what Joey Tarps is bringing. You know what Huddy Young's doing. You know what, like everything. Mariota, Simi Sasangi, fucking whatever.
Maybe his best back row combination when Hudson's back and Hoskins, what that looks like, and Nicholson.
Simi Sasangi.
And Sasangi's a centre now. Is he a centre?
Is he a bona fide centre?
Maybe because you've got so many good back row options. Maybe he is a centre.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Anyway, that was my takeaway from that game.
They need to try something. So teams who sort of go, okay, I mean, I know there's probably mathematical chance, but there's fuck all for Raiders and the Bronx now. They're done.
Yep.
I think. Sorry, Broncos fans. So wrong. But yeah, the Raiders start doing
Bulldogs are the final hope.
Yeah, they are.
Top 4 from last year.
Yeah.
The teams that
We're
finished
flying the flag for the fucking Final 4 last year.
for the final 4.
And hey, who's to say we're going to fucking do it? I think we can do it, but we've got a hard run home. And we're 8th on for and against. Right? It's not fucking, it's not like we're fucking, you know what I mean? So from what, I don't even know that
the 2 most important games are top and tail. Roosters this week, Broncos to finish the season. Yeah. Broncos would love to play spoilers and knock you guys out of the game.
You know, you've been in this position before. You want to fucking, if you've got a chance, I want to knock you out.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the Broncos.
It's very petty, but that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. You got to find motivation, don't you?
Find motivation.
All right, let's get to the Knights 30 defeating the Broncos 6.
I'm glad you put that there. Manu Leilua is the shit. Dylan Lucas, fucking gun. This kid, gun. You're not losing much. Hits hard, fucking runs holes, fucking better than fucking Dylan Lucas, Nelly. Come on, man. He's played 2 games, made 3 clean line breaks. Offloads, everything you can do. See that cutout ball to the winger? Fucking bang, a little flick of the wrist. Got deflected as well, otherwise it would have been perfect spiral. Fucking, what about that? Sit back, bang. Joey would have been proud of that.
I come in here ready to praise Francis, but I didn't want to compare him to Dylan Lucas.
No, I'm just saying I thought fucking Dylan Lucas is out. They're fucked. And Dylan Brown was out. They're done. I backed the Bronx. Then I looked at that team and just went, oh shit, I forgot about KP. How fucking good he is and how good this Manu Leilua is.
I told you they'll do a job.
Oh, man. And the other side.
Sandon.
Yeah. It's Jake and Saifidi comes
So
back.
here we go. That's my big takeaway with it. Francis Manu Leilua has a real chance to be special.
Very special.
It's Dylan Lucas's left edge spot. Tell you I'll tell you who's got a big preseason in front of him. It's Jermaine McEwen on the right, who at times I think has shown top tier edge back row ability. Been a little bit. I expected him, especially with the form this year and defending next to Dylan Brown. I thought he was just going to skyrocket this year. He's been good without being great. Holbrook said after the game in the presser, he's been so impressed with the work ethic and attention to detail for Francis Manu Leilua over the last 6 months. Yeah, so he's been given extra opportunities even before the injury with Origin, with Dylan Lucas missing some time.
Was he the kid with blonde hair in the preseason?
Yeah.
We said that the kid's a gun. I was like, he's going to be. I didn't know he had this in him.
Yeah.
He is the fucking
There's
man.
two guys that
love him.
And I think both him, Elijah Salesa Leo Moana, also had blonde hair. There might have been two of them. Or they were both guys with really difficult last names to pronounce.
This is the guy, but
and they were both playing in the preseason. You're wearing it.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it. It's an iron sharpens iron for the right edge
Big time.
in the off season. Jermaine McEwen and Francis are going to go at each other. And
is he left arm carry Manu Leilua? He's right. And he's just making line breaks everywhere. He's got it. He's got it all. He's got it all. He's full package as a back row.
What about the shot on Ben Tolte as well?
Fuck me.
Forced the error.
That's a little nugget.
They were under the pump.
Tolt is a nugget.
Tolt's hard to hit.
Yeah. And he got him
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
It's just the skill set that he's got. He's got everything. He has got everything as your modern day back row.
Yeah.
He's got pace. He's got awareness. He's got a great tackle tech. He's got footy IQ. Yeah. It's like, fuck. Brilliant. Great to see.
I'll tell you my favourite part last week because I was watching him live. You know the difference when you watch someone live?
Yeah, I watched him, yeah.
And I was watching him live and I loved, obviously the try was explosive in the first half against the Roosters. In the second half, the way he positioned Bradman Best to put Bradman Best away against Teddy.
Hard to do.
I was like, that was nice.
But Bradman Best did a mad away too. See that?
It was difficult because Bradman Best looked like he was going to come on his inside and then shifted back to the outside.
But he did an out ball as well, so it made Teddy look, it was beautiful from Bradman. Made it look easy, but he knew what he was doing.
Yep. So that part of it I loved, but it didn't. You don't properly see it on the TV because I watched the highlights to see. He turns around at the Newcastle Knights bench. And he did this big balls thing.
Oh, yes.
You know, when they do that?
Yes. Fucking got the balls to do it.
And I was like, I was watching him going, because I'm already frothing this guy as the game's playing out. And I'm looking at it going, and I look at Blairy to see what his reaction's like. Adam Blair's on the staff there doing some stuff with the pathways. And I was like, ooh, you got to be like, you got to have a certain swagger to pull that off.
I love it, mate.
And then I was so glad he backed it up this week. Because I was like, I'm invested in this guy after last week. There's a big game against a desperate Broncos team, against a really good edge.
You've lost 3 in a row.
Tony Staggs, Adam Reynolds, Jordan Ricky, premiership winning edge.
Yeah.
No injuries there. I thought he was excellent.
Line break galore.
Thought he was excellent.
Little Marju over there. Jesus Christ. Does Marju ever get put in his back?
Andrew Webster, question. Not the coach, not the journo. Fan of Levels Network.
Of course.
Genuine question for Mason Scope. Would you take Marzu for 500,000 or Bizza for 800?
Bizza. Easy. Marju's fucking terrible in defence sometimes. Bizza's the best. 50% of the game's defence. Bizza stops a lot more tries. Marju always turns in. That's something that if Marju fixes his defence up, then you're probably looking at, I'd still take Bizza, but I think Marju coming out of yardage, outstanding. Big Dom Young, outstanding. But he's got deficiencies in his game, which he's working on. He's got a lot better.
Yep.
When he was at the Gold Coast, as a fucking
under Holbrook,
very, very great with the ball, but defensively he'd be coming in, coming out. He's gotten a lot better, but I'd still take Bizza.
Holbrook mentioned it at the start of the season, the development and how hard he's worked on his game, and he gave credit to the former coaching staff
defensively.
how much they've improved. No-brainer, Bizza. I
yeah.
thought you might stew on it a little bit more, but
No way.
we know Greg Manzu's got these performances in him.
He's got some fucking
Now,
awful
bringing
ones
this up right now, why Bizza's not having a
Nah.
Bizza sort of year, I thought might get you stewing, but no brainer Bizza.
Nah,
Because
fuck
Bizza's
no.
I've seen this level of play for Bizza for 6 or 7 years, 150 games, no deficiencies. And also
Consistency, guys.
the part where like Greg Marzu could match it, and I've heard nothing but great things around the personality and how likable he is, and that's a part of why I love Bizza so much. I haven't spent any time with either, but when you hear about teammates talk about them so glowingly.
Yeah, Marju's a good. Yeah, I've heard great things about him, but like there are levels, and Bizza is the shit, right? And he's still here. I don't care if he got dropped from Origin, but like defensively, if you're a young winger, watch how he defends. Right, some of these other wingers like Marju's been caught in no man's land plenty of times. Once he fixes that, he'll be a premier winger. But he's still got a fucking absolute shocker in him. Same as Dom Young as well.
Not as many.
Not as many, but he still has. He still has it, right?
Yep.
But I like the way that the maturation of Marju.
For sure.
Right,
For sure.
He's come a long way because all he was when he come out, he goes, I can bench more than people and squat more than people. Like no one gives a fuck.
Oh, really?
Catch a fucking
I don't
ball.
remember that. Was that what he said early on?
That was the whole rap on him.
Oh, yeah? I can't remember that.
Like a bench like fucking 250 kilo or some shit.
Like Saquon on the squat rack and shit.
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, no one gives a fuck. Can you catch a ball? Or can you stop some tries?
Yeah.
Like, because he come out and he was just
his
like
kryptonite was the high ball.
Yeah.
And he's got so much
Got
better
so
at it.
much better at it. Yeah, but when he first hit the scene for
And his
Gold
reads.
Coast, it was
His
like,
reads.
that was all. Yeah, the reads were terrible.
His Brents.
Oh, the Brent reads were terrible. But he's come a long way, and I'm just giving him his flowers now. But when he first hit the scene, it was just like, I can squat fucking. I was just talking about his efforts in the gym, and everyone's like, fucking no one cares. Like, I don't personally.
Well, before we pivot to the Bronx part, are we done with that little part?
I've got a little bit, but go. What do you got for us?
Just the TikTok that I referred to for Newcastle before.
Here we go. Did it actually come on Instagram at all? Did you end up checking on?
I don't believe so because you would have seen it. Because it's not that funny. It's the old classic.
He's put. You fucking dog, Jacko. That's when I did that rank TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Did Jacko put it up?
Jacko put it up.
What's he doing here?
Yeah.
Where was that, in Bali?
Byron.
We were having a chat on the weekend. I sent him, did you see the bus left? Hey, do you know where the bus directions are? Your bus left, your bus right.
Oh, I did see that part.
Yeah.
That was on Instagram.
Yeah, so I sent him that one. It was a Devon Booker edit. I go, you need to do a KP one for this. And he goes, done.
Yeah, he purposely did it on TikTok, Jacko.
Yeah.
You fucking.
You fucking dog.
Oh, it makes me cringe every time I see that shit.
I don't think you're in the right frame of mind, mate. I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
You had a good time.
I was having a good time. I had a great time.
For you to do a TikTok, you had a great time.
That was the night after the
COVID?
famous bush stuff.
Yeah. I know,
You know
I
that
what
story?
you're talking about.
Yeah. Infamous bush stuff of YKTR days.
Okay.
I was feeling really good that day.
Night's awesome. I love the way they attacked, right? I like the way Sanders Smith was playing. I like the way KP was just like everywhere, both sides of the ruck. It's not really one-dimensional. Remember they had that great attack where he was just coming to the left all the time, all the time. He was everywhere, man.
He spent more time on the right.
Yeah, he was outstanding. I thought Dom Young, outstanding. I'm not sure Karapani's quick, right? Don't disrespect the big Dom Young like that.
What, showing him the sideline?
Yeah, fucking got skinned 2 or 3 times easily.
There's pros and cons to it.
I know, but he's backed his speed, right?
Yes.
And fucking Dom Young just got on that fan shape. Once they get that, he's going with Gags. Gags knows exactly when he needs the ball, when he's on that boom, and he'll fucking get you. Big, long thing.
I've watched the Knights closely over the last month because I've caught a couple of their games. They're guilty of too much east to west.
Yes.
And I think it's clearly a plan because I thought they would rectify the loss that they had against South Sydney. But I think it's a necessity.
They have to.
I think they're playing that way because they've either got a small ball middles.
Yes.
Right now, Huge out, Jacob Saifidi.
Yeah.
I really
The young boys are doing their best, but they need the big Jacob back.
the big boys in their team are young. Hopwood, Crouch, Trey Mooney.
They're rookies, mate.
Trey Mooney's the most experienced,
Yeah.
but even he's a 50 gamer, 60 gamer
Yeah.
or whatever. And then the experienced guys who are playing well are light. Croker, Frizz, who else is Thomas Kent, Brodie Jones.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a necessity for them. They're going sideline to sideline.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to match up well against the top teams.
You can go sideline. You can go boom, 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 get some ascendancy through the ruck, which they were.
Yeah.
And then go have a crack, which they were. I thought service from the 9, Phoenix Crossland's been outstanding.
Career best year.
Yep. He's having an outstanding year.
Career
right?
best year.
But they've been attacking at the right time.
Yeah.
Right? And that's Ponga. Like isolating and knowing which side to go. Like on the left side, you can get him there. On the right, he knew they were coming in and out, coming up and in. And then Gags is smart enough to give it to Dom Young when he was there. And then they were pushing through back through the middle and then going at him again. They were relentless. They were really relentless, and it was good. Defensively, they were outstanding. I think that was one of their best performances, especially after losing 3 in a row, going against the desperate Broncos. Desperate.
Yeah.
And they still didn't get it.
Yeah,
6 points.
Broncos,
They're
let's get to the Broncos. They emptied the tank against the Panthers. And I guess my biggest takeaway from them at the back end of the season is they're
probably
probably.
tank is against the Cowboys, you mean? Or Panthers?
I felt
for
like they
Panthers.
emptied the tank against the Panthers 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and then the Cowboys.
I felt
double,
like they were on 3/4 of a tank
Yeah.
against the Cowboys.
Okay, yeah.
And now there was a realization that it was too much and too big a bridge to climb. No, hill to climb.
Yep.
Hill to climb. Too big of a hill to
Too
climb.
big.
Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
And they're going to need a reason. And I think the Battle of Brisbane is enough of a reason for them to be up this week. I think they'll get excited by the proposition of taking on the Dolphins and trying to fuck the Dolphins over a little bit. You know, the My House shit.
Of course.
You know, well, that's it.
I reckon
They
it's-
play at Suncorp. I think that's enough to manufacture something for them to have a strong performance this week. I felt like they dipped against the Knights, and I think they've got one more big game against your Bulldogs in the last game, in the last
Fucking
round.
good luck, Broncos.
The question I got for you around Adam Reynolds. So he'll miss next week with a Cat 1. I was asked the question yesterday. I'd like to know
Call
your
it, mate.
opinion on this. What would you do if you were Madge for the remainder of the season?
I'd just say have a rest. He copped him. He's been banged up for the whole time he's been up with the Broncos. And, you know, this is his last year?
Last year retiring
Right.
and joining the coaching staff next year.
Come back for the last game. Or, you know, if you need 2 weeks rest and if you want to finish off the last, I don't want him to come back and just say the third last game and then fucking bust up again.
So Warriors next week after the week after the Dolphins is when the remaining 4 games happen. So they play the Dolphins. He misses that Cup 1. He can return against the Warriors, Raiders, Storm, and Bulldogs. I was of the same opinion of you yesterday.
Come back against the Bulldogs.
I would go to Reynolds out of respect that they've got to start planning ahead to start the season as best as possible next year.
And you need to go back in, and you need to go into retirement fucking intact, not blow an ACL out or an Achilles or anything like that, because he's on the verge of that, right? The lower leg injuries, the calf injuries, all that shit is telling your body you're fucking right there, mate. You're on the edge there. You don't want to go out with a blasted fucking anything major. Like I love Renner. I love what he's done. His legacy's written. He's won a Broncos premiership. Fuck this year. Who cares? Like, I mean, like, obviously they care. But I'm just like, it's done. You had your chances. Everyone's been busted in different times of the year. And it's just one of those years where you just fucking forget about it. And Reynolds, just so he can just have his last little hurrah, you know what I mean? Like against us, if it's against us or whatever team he chooses, just call it. You know, he's what else can you do in the game? Right? He needs to go into retirement with his body intact.
I think
not another hit to the head, right? Not another hit to the head like that fucking Marju hit, right? That rattles you, mate. He's, you know what I mean? Not another one of those, because that'll put him out for the rest of the year. He won't get a chance to play against the Broncos. If he comes back after
The Bulldogs.
the Warriors game, comes back again, cops it again, then he's done. You don't want to go out like that.
I think for the planning for next year, a compromise to a legend of what he's done for the Broncos and what he's done throughout his career. I think you sit him down, you have a tough conversation between Madge, and you go,
He's
Ren,
a tough little bugger.
we need to have a look at what Ezra Mam and Ben Hunt looks like for next year, who's extended to 27.
Ben Hunt, they need to look at him as well.
Or these are the options. I'm going to go through the options. Or we need to get a look at Tom Duffy and Ezra Mam next year because we've extended him to 28. Or we still have Billy Walters still currently unsigned. And there were examples of Billy Walters and Ben Hunt looking good during that run at the back end of next year. So whatever combination Madge deems fit in the next month to have a look at, I think with doing it the right way and confirming and promising Adam the final round to go out and finish his NRL career because their season is done against the Bulldogs is the right thing to do.
Just don't hang on. I'll give you some bit of game here. Like when you're in those positions, don't hang on too long. You know what I mean? A couple of players hang on a year too long and it just bodies start getting wrecked. Your legacy starts dissipating and it's like, time to go, mate. Like even like with Ben Hunt, like it's fuck, mate, what else can you do? You've fucking done everything in the game. Just hold another young kid back. Get on the coaching staff and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like he's still decent first grade, but he's like that. He's not playing. He's nowhere near his best football. Like you just got to know when to fucking call it quits. You've had a fucking great run. You've played 300 plus games, Origins, grand finals. You come back, won a grand final with the Broncos. You've written your wrongs and all that sort of shit and fucking been a great player. But mate, like just there's more to life than football. And I just think some players hold on a little bit too long, 1 or 2 years long, like because they get these exemptions from the clubs because they're so beloved at the club, right? I can name some players that played a lot too, like way too long, but they just because they're those names and they're playing at the club for fucking since they were 16, you're gonna get those exemptions, So it's a hard one, but it's like fuck some of these players just. Fuck, you're playing over 300, 400 games, nearly 400 games now. It's done, mate.
Sharks 32 defeat the Rabbitohs 16. Nico ties Nathan with 32 straight. We talked about the confidence that he plays with when he's kicking goals and when he's not. So, Hazem's record is in sight this weekend, guys.
I know what Hazem's like too.
He's looking at 35. Tell us what Hazem is thinking right now.
Hazem's like, you miss fucking every single goal from now on in. I know what Hazem's like. When Cam Smith beat his record, right? And I love Hazem because Hazem's like the ultimate competitor, one of my really close friends. And he, in my eyes, he's the greatest goal kicker because he just fucking...
He started late too.
Started late. He debuted in 96, right? So he didn't goal kick till 2002. So he left about... If you ask him, like, nearly fucking 1,500 points on the fall.
Well, what about this storyline? So Fitzy gave Chook praise for the work that he's been doing with Nico. So Chook's fucked him twice.
He'd be filthy. He'd be filthy.
Daryl Halligan fucked him at the start of his career, and now he's helping Nico beat his record.
He'd be filthy. And I know Hazem loves these records because he's like Nico's a good goal kicker, right? But he's never going to go down in the greatest, when you put on your Mount Rushmore of great goal kickers.
That's fair.
No, he's never going to. He's a good goal kicker. He's fucking better than average. But Hazem was just like, he was another level of goal kicking, right? Yeah. So even if you ask guys like Joey, who's the greatest goal kicker?
Yeah.
Andrew John. Andrew
What's
Johnson.
that?
Yeah, what is that? 5.
The game at McDonald's Road Stadium when they watched that conversion go over in the wind.
Just like that. And I was watching it go, yes, boys. But yeah, and so Andrew Johns, all these great kickers go, Hazem's the best kicker because it's like he's just the most natural, beautiful fucking kicker you see. Cam Smith owns a record, doesn't mean he's a better fucking kicker, right? But if these fucking records gets to Nico Hynes and breaks it, he'd be filthy. He won't say he'd be filthy, but when we have dinner and stuff like that, I'll just bring it up all the time.
That's probably why he's filthy. Because he knows you're going to bring it up.
We'll have dinner and say, where did you go breaking your fucking record? Well, Willie, oh, no. He doesn't. Oh, mate.
I remember the 35 back in the day.
Yeah, 2003.
Yeah.
Hey, freak, man. absolute freak. But I hope Nico fucking misses one this week. Seriously.
I was calling it.
I remember, in that run in 2003, right? I remember because I scored, I think, about 10 tries that year. And if you fucking ran, if you're like on the, just say near the 20 metre, because my line was always on the numbers line, right?
Yeah.
I was on the edge. I'd fucking just put it in the middle, because he reckons the hardest place to kick is the numbers line, right? Because you
The tram line, so the 10, 20
lines,
metre line.
the tram lines, right? Where he goes, because that's because you're expected to make it, and that's where a lot of people miss it. So he goes, it's easy from the sideline, obviously easy in front, but the 10 metres, 10 or 15 metres to the right, to the left of the post is the hardest to kick. So that's where I used to put the ball down, and sometimes I'd just put it down straight away, just so we can fucking piss him off. He'd be going, in the middle. You just hear this fucking Lebanese voice from the fucking wing. Middle, Mason, what are you doing, man? Put it in the middle. Anyone who scored tries, because middle, forwards, we fucking see it it's going down, mate. It gives me anxiety when I see these fucking wingers roll all the way in.
You said it yourself. You're petty. You just wanted to make a harder kick.
No, I want to make it harder kick, And of course, that's no doubt about that. But like when I see the wingers come all the way in and they're right along the side, like Kristen Inner used to do it and just put it down. I'm like, fuck, I just put it down, mate. But just because I love Has so much.
Yesterday, Ronnie gets a favourable call over the top, and he just cruised on in. I think he thought it was going to be called a forward pass.
Yeah.
And he just cruised on in for Nico's last kick, and I was like, we were calling it. I was like,
bullshit.
Come on, Ronnie, fucking take it in a little bit for him. Nailed it.
Yeah.
He's feeling himself. And I'll tell you another part, watching him as well, I've noticed over the last maybe 6 weeks, just pushing and shoving heaps.
He's
Nico, I'm talking about.
No. He's on one, mate. He's talking about top sevens.
He's got a bit. He's in
the top 5 at the moment.
He's playing with a chip in his shoulder.
Yeah, fucking oath. He's filthy, mate.
And again, I want to give him credit as well for that guy. The Sharks have improved out of sight since Ronaldo. They've only lost one game since Ronaldo's
Ronnie's
been back.
best. Yeah, Ronnie's the key. And back to Nico, right? So Nico, in my eyes, got given a lot very early. Not really earned. Not, you know what I mean? Like, and that's not
just
his
the
fault.
origin.
Just
he was a late bloomer. He was actually a late bloomer.
I'm just saying, but early in his career, he just got given origin, right? Got given test jerseys and shit like that. And it's like, and it's not his fault, right? But they thought that he was going to be the next fucking man, the next man up, right? We just lost JT. We lost all these players, we need a pin-up boy, right? We need a next 7. We need trying to just give him a lot, right? I know what the game's like. And he just didn't handle it right? And you get judged in origin, which is fucked. And that's where you do, that's where he didn't kill it. And he didn't get ample opportunity to do anything anyway.
Yeah.
But got fucking crucified. There's a redemption story here, right? And this is why he's coming back now. And he's like, now I've arrived. I think he's arrived now. I don't care about his Dally M season. I reckon he killed it that year, but had a couple of years off and he's copped some shit, mate. And now he's back with fucking a chip on his shoulder, as you said. And now he's a fucking bona fide rep player, but he's going to have to fucking earn his way back in, right? And I think it's going to be hard to, because you got these guys in front of him. So he's let it slip a little bit. Now he's coming back up, taking names, right? And he's sort of building his way back in. And I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him, right? But that's my take on it. He just got given, and that's why everyone, all the other players, fuck, what was he in the fucking origin side for? Because, just come from Melbourne system, Dally M, this, that. I get it. But I'm like, too early, too quick.
He's had an interesting journey.
Interesting. Now he's I don't think he's about 26, 7?
He's older than that.
28?
So
28?
So the journey was he was at Manly.
29?
So, that's what I'm talking about.
Sorry.
Let me explain.
No.
Do you want me to tell you the start of his career?
No, because you said when I was at Manly.
But you just said the way that you presented it, and I understand it, was once he became a starter at Cronulla, he went from Cronulla after a couple of good seasons in and out of Melbourne, but he was in the under-20s with Turbo, had to go up to the Queensland Cup for a couple of years. So he debuted NRL maybe 21, 22. So it took him a couple of years to get going after the 20s. Then he was in and out sporadically of that spine at Melbourne, playing fullback when Pappy was injured, got opportunities, played some halves when Money and Hughesy were out. and he was a bench player. And remember, he played in the grand final, didn't get on.
2020?
2020.
Yeah.
Go all the way back to that one. So check the grand final. He's 2020.
I understand his journey. I understand his journey from the start.
But this is where it accelerated, and we'll get to it. Because I think it's important to say that part happened at the start. So that's not necessarily been a 19-year-old and given the key straight away. Then he gets given franchise money, which was a gamble by Cronulla, which was a gamble because there wasn't a huge sample size in his first 3 years in the NRL as a starter. And then after a strong start with Cronulla, immediately Dolphin and Ken McInnes rocked up at the same time.
21?
And then he was thrusted into the Origin arena. And that just fucking
too much. Consumed him. So that's what I'm saying. Just I know about the
Did he play 2020 grand final or not?
No, he didn't play. He's the first guy in 26 years.
Did he get named and not get on?
Yeah,
17.
First
didn't
player
get
in
on.
26 years.
Get fucked. Sorry, that's fucked.
So he's had a journey, mate.
No, I know journey, but I'm just saying, like when he did arrive, right? When he did arrive,
Daly
it went fucking
starter. Origin
so
player.
I understand because he was at fucking Manly when we were at Manly.
Yes,
Yeah,
15.
that's
yep.
what I know all that.
Playing 20s with Turbo.
Yeah, then I'm just like boom, boom, and then once he hit the scene, I understand the journey and everything. It just went mental straight away.
Yeah,
like the Dally M, the fucking Australian jerseys, the New South Wales jerseys, and all that sort of shit. Grand final, but I didn't know he didn't get on. That's fucked. Give him a second.
He's still got a ring.
I know that, but it's fucking. He can't say he's a grand final winner.
Yes,
it's not
can.
fucking NBA.
Yeah, he can. There's difference between being an 18th man and then not getting on the bench.
No,
that's different. I would
you
not.
You can, but just he probably wouldn't. Yeah, I was part of.
Him with his ring straight after the game.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm wearing that. I'm repping that.
I know that, but why didn't Billy put him on? I know Pappy was on one, but like, fuck, just get. When the game's won in because a minute or did it go down to this fucking second or what?
Are you kidding? Melbourne exploded in the first half and Penrith were coming. Penrith nearly got him.
26-20.
Penrith nearly got him.
Okay,
you remember?
Yes, I do remember now. But like, just say when there's a minute, right, and you know it's over, get on.
And they
or did they not come to the last time?
The last set, Penrith were throwing the ball around trying to get the equaliser.
He would have been going.
Bellamy's like, I'm not putting on a super sub now.
No, fuck no.
It's not the time for it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't know what played out like that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Fuck. You couldn't put him on.
Couldn't.
That's what I'm thinking. You know when there's like a little bit of a time where it's like, okay, we've won.
Yeah.
Like you can fucking get into winning formation.
Let's get him some minutes.
Give him a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Who's that NBA player? There's an NBA player that talks about he won the thing in his press conference after. He does the thing like 10 years' time. You won't remember 20 years' time. All you remember is the photos in the ring and stuff like that. Do you know that guy I'm talking about? He's a white fella.
Jason Williams?
Nah.
White chocolate?
No,
Do you know
not
what
white
I'm talking
chocolate.
about?
Yeah, I've seen it before somewhere.
NBA press conference.
Anyway, no shade at fucking Nico. I love the fucking redemption story. And the chip on the shoulder and the little bit of aggression and not getting pushed around, what you were saying before, and he's fucking dominating. And if you're going to talk about, like, just say, if they go on a run, right?
Yeah.
Proper run.
Brian Scalabrine.
Scalabrini.
The white
fucking
mamba.
redhead.
Yeah.
The white
He
mamba.
played
Yeah,
in 5 years.
sorry.
In 5 years, people would forget he didn't play. In 10 years, he'd still be a champion. In 20 years, he'd tell his kids he started. And in 30 years, he'd claim he won MVP.
Because he's a giggle too.
Scalabrini's fucking king.
He's
hilarious.
like
you know who he looks like?
he's a bit like Folklore.
The bra.
He's got a bit of bra about
He
him.
looks like the bra. He's redhead.
Rabbitohs.
Sorry,
Yep.
just to wrap Nico up.
Yep.
Love the comeback thing. If they go on a big run, grand final, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in that fucking Aussie team. Him or Braden Trindle, one of those little fuckers, and Teague Hilton, the Wilton. I fucking saw it yesterday. I said Teague Wilton could go Preston Preston Campbell, Jacob Preston last year. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like he's having that sort
Never
of
should have
run,
got
mate.
sent for 10 too.
No. He's got 8 or 9 tries, hitting good holes on that left edge, down on back rows. Yeah.
I'm just trying to I'm more thinking about the Nico. I can't envision Nico and
No,
Trindle.
I'm just saying he should be in a conversation.
Combo?
Conversation. Like, and then you start building yourself back up.
Yep.
Right? So
That's if we get Ethan Strange for the Kiwis. We should get Ethan Strange for the Kiwis. Give Nico an opportunity.
Yeah, of course. Fucking get him. Fuck off. Was he?
He can play for Poms as well.
He's Poms New
You know
Zealand.
I love the World Cup rules when you just fucking cut and then you come back.
Yeah.
Imagine you playing in New Zealand. Like he plays for New Zealand, comes back, and wants to play for Australia the next year. But beats us in the World Cup.
Jazzy's a big chance for England. I'm pretty sure she's going to play for England in the World Cup.
Yeah, I saw a report on there's like 4 or 5 top tier NRLW players that have that similar. Will get the allegiance and be able to play in the World Cup this year.
Because they got pumped last time they played the Aussies.
Yeah, that was
England.
That was the Vegas game.
Fucking
remember?
awful.
Remember, Wayne mentioned after the game, not much really on the South. They were brave again in this game. They held their gloves up. They're just too many unforced errors. Cam Murray, Tallis Duncan, David Fafita, and Ewan Aiken all back next week.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Trell?
No.
Oh, shit.
I've got this for the presser. I've got this for the presser.
They're all big ins.
This is
they got to win, man.
Classic Wayne.
We're coming.
Is it the Fox one? Let me get it so it's a better camera shot. Is it just the Fox one?
Fox, and it's a minute 25 in. Turn it up. Minute 25 on the Fox studio presser. Here we go. Ready, Mace?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck off. He's the fucking best. I did a couple of presses. I told you when I did a couple of presses that girl.
Yeah.
He thinks it's a fucking joke. Oh, he does not take him serious, mate.
He just goes on a bit of a rant and goes,
he's the fucking best.
All those players will be back. And then go, what about Latrell? And he goes, give him a call and let me know. The Eels 16 defeat the Tigers 13.
What a fucking... Sorry,
Lukey
guys. I did watch every minute of all these games until I was driving home from fucking Old Eagleton and Lukey said this is the worst fucking game he's ever seen.
I didn't say that.
That was pretty much it.
That was me. It was the toughest. It was the toughest watch of the season.
Tough watch. And
it was the
It was
toughest.
13 plus on that with that shirt there.
It was good for Lukey Live views on his channel. Yeah.
Anyway, what the fuck happened? I just
can I just say?
Can we just give it to me straight? What?
Jordan Samrani. Let's talk about Jordan Samrani.
Oh, can he fucking sorry? So he was all on the KO. I did mini it right.
Yeah.
How didn't he score like 5 tries?
He should have got 2. Definitely.
Come on, Jordan. You're better than that, mate.
He's
I love him.
He's a funny one, Jordan Samrani.
Awkward.
He's awkward.
Yeah, he's awkward. No, as a player, not as a human. Great human.
Great human. Awkward rugby league player. Gives his all every single time he plays for Parramatta. I don't know where he fits in their best possible team next year. Does he take Sean Russell's spot? Is that Will Penasini's?
Bailey's.
Bailey is another contender.
I think he could just be that real good hybrid off the bench, maybe.
He's got to be in the 17 because every time he's played this year, he's been a standout with not just the line break that he had through the guts, just the effort that he plays with. And there have been, to be fair with Parramatta, they've looked rough at times. Like, if you're a purist of the game of rugby league, you're not watching the Parramatta Eels thinking, this is beautiful rugby league. But a lot of players, they try as individuals. They're just really immature as a team, as a collective.
And we need to give, like, we always talk about this every year, like where we are in the competition right now, right? And your Eels, Tigers, and your teams that aren't making the 8, you got different people in different positions in their career, right? Mm-hmm. People are off contract, people are fighting for contracts, people aren't wanted, this and that. So you're going to get a mixed bag of all these games in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Speaking to the chat, we're speaking to the chat here. Yeah, you're going to get a mixed bag all the time, right? Because people are in different positions in their careers. So
that's a good point.
And it's hard to get everyone on the same page when you just got told of that this, just say on Monday, that you're not wanted, right? And your contract's not null and void or whatever. The people are going to go through different positions. So understand that when you love the Tigers and you love the Eels and you love the Rabbits and this and
Dragons,
that, Titans, all these lower teams, and like they're getting told, that their career could be over, right? Potentially could be over. You're not wanted.
Uncertain.
And there's a lot of uncertainty in your life. You could have kids. So put yourself in this position if you're at work, you've got kids, you've got bills to pay, you got this. Then all of a sudden you're getting told you're on the fucking chopping board. That's the sort of position these players are going through now. So understand when you're in the bottom 8, bottom 6 especially, that's what these kids are going through. These young men are going through with families and everything and bills to pay and all this sort of shit. So understand that before you start getting on fucking comments and start bagging the fuck out of everyone. So everyone's going through different stuff. So understand that.
Well said, mate. This one's from DGDMT, and despite all that, don't underestimate the Tiger scope. They will always redefine what rock bottom is.
I thought that was serious.
That was from last week when I was talking about the silver lining with what the Tigers are going through.
Oh, mate. Can you get more? What's more rock bottom than rock bottom?
Fuck, that was pretty rough for a large part of that game. Because the Parramatta Eels were more spirited, but just boneheaded mistakes.
Saw some balls from, just Dewey, and not putting Dewey fucking because he's been in the limelight. Just fucking, he's usually good left to right. And he fucking, boom, out the back, fucking out the sideline. How many of those have you seen since?
The first 60 minutes, mate, I was watching. We'll get to the Taruva catch as well. The first 60 minutes, I'm going, fuck, does he just not care at all? Like with the week that he's had, the impact he had in the game and the body language, and I was like, fuck, he's checked out.
Is it? Benji was saying he's been busted with his shoulder, and there's probably a few blokes that could go for surgery.
Benji mentioned this after, so yeah, good shout on that. There are players, to what you're talking about, situations. Dewey's one's obvious. Players are injured. People are hurting. And the reason I start with that, it gets to the 60-minute mark and I'm going, man, this is fucking going to
just run.
This is going to blow up tomorrow with the performance. Then he scores the solo effort and he fucking gets up to the crowd.
And the drop
hammers the Eels fans.
Kicks the goal and kicks the ugliest field goal of all time. And I'm sitting there going, what am I watching? What's happening? Like, because I'm sort of frustrated as an Eels fan.
I got all this in a hurry, like in 18 minutes.
Well, I'll just give you.
Got 80.
All you need is 10 minutes of the game, basically, to summarise how.
I got all what you're fucking saying. I got it all.
And I'm like, yuck. How are we going to fucking lose to this Tigers team like this? Like, I was like, yuck.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking because I didn't look at the score. And I'm like, they've got fucking beat. The Tigers have won, and then fucking see you later. Get beat at the end.
Like Mitch played awful, and then he comes up with the game-winning pass to Yongi. Yongi, you know how much of a rap I got on him. He come up with a couple of really bad unforced errors.
Yeah,
and it was like,
so this is the perfect example of what I was saying. These two teams, are in disarray of what's happening next year. Like the Eels are on a fucking sweep. Get out. Most of you guys, like Rosie's getting the broom out. Tigers are fucking like.
Who's he brooming really?
Who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows?
So here's where
there's a couple
that's a good
here.
question. I want to explain this to Lukey. So when they're high profile players,
he's brooming you.
When the high profile players, this is where me and Mace can speak on our experiences. When you're a high profile player, it becomes common knowledge. It becomes news. It becomes a Dewey situation. It becomes a press conference. There might be, and not to say this is happening at Parramatta, but this happens at most clubs at the back end of the season, maybe a player of level my play, where, mate, fucking no one in 2012 would have had an inkling that I was leaving because it wouldn't have been reported on, right? Like I had a conversation in August and I played the remaining 6 games not knowing where I was playing next year, even though I had a contract left at Parramatta. I ended up making a shift to Manly. I get to media in like February and no one even knows I'm there. So that's an example of how things can happen for players 20 to 30, right?
Yep.
And there might be people going through that right now that are playing first grade, Lukey. So that's a great question because it's the average fan doesn't realise this because they're not an elite player or top tier player. It doesn't become newsworthy. But there could be conversations happening across the board, even at good teams, even at the Broncos, even at teams that have been successful. So
that's where me and Hoz work so good together, and we all do because we understand each different thing. And I'm always for the players that are here, right? They're all my mates, or some of my best mates now. Like I'm like, this is where I'm like with the loyalty shit and everything like that. When I got hit with the loyalty card, I did fucking do the press conferences and shit, but my mates don't. Right, a couple of my mates who got shafted, who got told to leave or they're not wanted. Like no one cares about them, but I'm like I understand that, right? Because I'm like some of my best mates don't go to war. We train with them exactly how they're trained as hard as me. They're doing everything, but it's talent, right? And then everyone gets caught up in all this bullshit, right? Oh, he's leaving the club because he's unloyal and blah blah blah. Well, what about him? He's been the most loyal kid, local junior and everything like that. You fucked him off and you didn't give a shit, did you? Right? So that's where fans don't understand that, right? There's always about 10 or 12 every year that gets swept under, but then the one big dog that goes, I want out, like fucking little I, right? Because he's looking after his family, blah, blah, blah. Worst person in the world, unloyal, blah, 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 blah. Everyone goes through that. And I understand that from both angles, right? Because I lived it, right, on the other end. But some of my mates are getting fucking shafted most of the time. Right after every preseason, like they're fucking. Where are you going next year? They're worried about I'll train and trial.
And Mad Monday telling
Mad Monday, I don't know what I'm doing next year. And then they end up being like on fucking minimum wage next year. Minimum wage back in the 2000s was 32 grand. 32 grand, right? And they're doing other jobs, right? And it's just because they love the dog so much. Like I love Brad Moran. He's one of my best mates still because he's fucking sold as fuck, right? And he went through all that, right? Ended up playing fucking 60 first grade games in our era, right? And just went through that, through the 2000s and everything like that. And just grinded. Minimum wage. I just wanted to say at the club. Biggest contract was 120 grand. But like their clubs are full of players like that. You only got about 5 or 6 superstars. I mean, stars. Then you got about one. You're lucky if you have 1 or 2 like fucking superstars like a Reece Walsh and Payne Haas and all that in your team, right? So it's like all the rest, all role players, mate.
The last little bit on field, Taruva drop with that cutout ball from Dewey. Taruva takes that at Penrith, without a doubt. Spins around, hits the claw, celebrates. And even at the start of the year, hits that, drop that. And then the bullet intercept at the death to Brian Kelly. And you can tell Jareen Buller, he is example number 1 of a player who is playing injured. You can see that even without Benji saying that.
He's lightning.
But winning and losing is contagious. And they're going through it right now, the Tigers, and they just needed to find a way to win that game. But the Eels desperately needed to win that game. And
do you think it was the right play for them getting the droppy for the scoreboard pressure?
Yeah, it's considering how.
Who do he hit? Field goal was the play.
Because both teams can't score fucking tries.
I can't
score fucking tries. That's the problem.
I can sort of understand, like with Mitch, I think he's at the point now of his career where I'm just trying to get myself in the mindset where they just weren't even trying to establish and try to set up a kick and just go for the try. And I was like, they're not going to get the spoon. So what's the difference between 15th and 16th anyway?
Yeah.
Like I know you want to win games, but Mitch, once he just was attacking on the last play to Yongi, I was just like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Go for the win.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that.
Who gives a shit 15th or 16th?
Yeah.
Like as long as you don't want to get 17th, you don't want that on your resume. So I know what that feels like and it sucks.
I think that is done to the Dragons, right?
It's done now.
Clearly.
It's official.
Yeah,
Is
right.
it?
So everyone else
it's official.
That's pretty. That's when you know you had a fucking bad year when it's 5 rounds out and you officially got the spoon.
Yeah.
So we play. I think is this the 3rd year the Eels are in a spoon bowl? Because like we weren't a contender for it last year, but were we involved with the Titans last round?
No, the Knights. You could have forced. It was between the Knights and the Titans.
That's right.
Remember, I was watching Fozzie's game up on the Gold Coast.
That's correct.
And then
that's right.
and then the Knights. Paris smacked Knights by 60, which gave them
That's
the spoon.
correct. And then the year before, it was the
Tigers.
proper spoon bowl with
Tigers
the Tigers.
versus Eels.
Now we're involved in the Dragons one. So
Did you play Dragons last round?
last round we played the Dragons.
See, but it's not the same.
No,
because Dragons
you're
got
done.
it now.
But there's a presentation for the spoon where I'm saying we're like too
Do you
close
get
to
a
that
fucking
shit.
spoon?
We're too close to that
gotcha,
shit. Do you get my
gotcha.
point? Like,
Yeah,
let's
you
go
can.
the other direction.
Yeah.
I sort of get your point, but there was actually results that had to go certain ways for it to
Catching
get it.
spoon bowl energy, you know.
Well, I'm trying to be.
Get you out of it, mate.
I'm trying to be half.
Yeah.
Glass
Glass half
full.
full.
Yeah.
Half full.
Glass half full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd always fuck that up.
Yeah.
You're
Empty's
being
bad, good is full.
Yeah.
Optimus, mate.
I know full.
Fuck off, Lukey. End it with that.